build. I don't know, whatever. My friend's gonna be helping me here, helping me build. So we're gonna open this up first.
Yeah. Careful with the knife. It's kind of a big.
We got one of these knives.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can read chat.
It's kind of overkill, but yeah. So I would just like cut the sides first. Whatever. So
my finger.
Yeah. It's one of the newest cases on the market. So
yeah, so I probably should tell you guys probably can't even see it. Oh, it's the NZXT H1 case.
Yeah, and we got it in the white color.
Yep,
so
in the white, yeah.
Very clean, nice
white
design.
color. They had black as well, but I decided to go with the white one. Is it how's it looking on your end? Can you pull?
It's like I'm supposed to be watching.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh wait, you know what? Actually, I can.
Oh.
I was gonna say we should have just pulled it up on the iPad, right?
It doesn't really matter. The cell phone's fine too. The cell phone's fine too. At least I can have
I
this
usually
up
just
there.
flip the
it
box
ad first.
upside down.
Yeah, me too.
Oops. Oh my gosh.
Okay, cool.
Actually, I probably should flip it this way so you guys can see it really quick here. So we have, hi JDaddy900, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. We're unboxing the case right now. If I can even get this open. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hold it for me?
Very good.
This is where it's at.
Can you hold it for me? Hold it up.
This is extreme.
Exciting. Yes, it is very exciting.
You know what's crazy is like, I always like look up videos, you know, and whatnot of the computer cases. So I put that on the table. Yeah. And it's even smaller than what I thought it would be, despite the fact that I watched like all these
Wait.
videos of it.
Wait.
Oh yeah, thanks for putting it over there so I could see too. Hi everybody, thanks for joining my stream. So right now I have the NZXT H1 case. So,
If you want to lift it up.
okay. Hold on. I got the bottom?
Yep.
Okay.
Just lift up this side.
Where? Oh,
Just
okay.
lift it up. Yeah.
That looks nice.
So.
Yeah. So
I like the white.
this kind of case right here is the it's a very skinny, as you guys can see here, it's a skinny tall case. I decided, my friend convinced me not to get the big bulky cases. So yeah, give me a second guys. I can't really read chat at the moment. I do have somebody recording, so maybe Paige, can you hand me the iPad?
Yeah.
Thank you. So I'll read it while we're
Yep. So, and then.
Hi, Own Aunt. How are you? Thank you for joining. Renaissance, hi. Thank you for stopping by. The best bee water cooling. I don't know. Water cooling? Yes, yes. Water cooling, and it comes with the power supply, right, Yusuf? Something.
Yes, that's what he said.
Yeah. So, hi, Ahmad. Like Fortnite. Can I have your Fortnite account when you quit? Wait, what? I don't play Fortnite. But Own Aunt, I'm doing good though. How are you? What are the specs for this? Just curious.
You want me to read it off?
Yeah, my friend can tell you the specs. He's
Okay.
more expertise at this.
So, NZXT H1 case. It's a mini ITX vertical chassis. Got an H370 motherboard, i5-9400F processor, RTX 2060 mini ITX video card. Got 16 gigs of HyperX DDR4 memory, 500 gig M.2 SSD from Western Digital, and then the cooler that comes with the case. It's a 140 mil all-in-one cooler, liquid obviously from NZXT, and then it's a 650 watt fully modular 80 plus gold rated SFXL power supply. So pretty much plenty enough. You could toss in an i9, you could toss in a 2080 Ti, and it would still power it just fine. And it'll fit pretty much any video card. So
Renaissance, thank you for the follow, by the way. Appreciate you. JDaddy900 asked, what is the CPU? Did you already explain
it's
that?
9400F from Intel. So Intel
9400 something F.
Yeah,
Y'all heard it.
9400F, yeah. And
Hi, Judos. Hi, gorgeous. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. I'm excited for you. She put egg.
yeah.
Excited.
If anyone needs a computer, hit me up. I'm a professional. So.
Renaissance said, yeah, probably not a 07. Right?
i7 is what they meant. Yeah, i7s aren't really needed for gaming. Some games will benefit from an i7, but pretty much, most games will be just fine on an i5. So you're just spending an extra $100, $150 for pretty much no performance gain. So I don't really recommend
if you
it.
need help setting up, let me know. My friend, he custom builds PC and he helped me with this. So I know you do live by me, so let me know.
Yeah.
Shoot me a message.
So are you? I'm gonna let you go ahead and take off the front panel.
All right, guys. I'm gonna flip back this way. What's annoying? I realize when you live stream, it doesn't tell you how many people are watching. Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah. You got quite a few people.
Oh wait, no. I need that to read the chat. If you don't
Sure.
mind.
Where do you want this?
Do
you want to? You can set it on
I'll
top
leave it
of
down
that.
here. Huh?
Or that. Okay. So.
Or maybe I'll leave it down here. Okay. So I can read.
Yeah, the first thing is to actually open up the case. So this one, you actually just tug on the front. And don't be scared, you just pull on it.
Hold on. I think I'm gonna move it this way a little bit. So wait, tug on the front?
Yeah.
Pull?
No, not the. Yeah. So see where there's the opening here.
Oh.
So put your fingers under there and like pull it up. So it's gonna lift up. Yeah. You're gonna have to use some force.
Oy. I don't even know.
You're gonna have to be standing. I wouldn't sit down. There you go. Just pull on it. That's it.
Okay. Is that
And
good?
then- yeah, and then I think it just comes right off. Yep. So this is the front tempered glass side panel. So we'll set that aside. And then it comes with obviously a box in there. So for this guy here.
What do you say? Oh, sorry. I meant not a problem. And that was a salute emote. Oh, my bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Renaissance. Hi, Trickzilla. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. You have 5 people watching. Thank you, Jodos, for letting me know. That's okay. Better than nobody, right?
So every case is different. Most of them will have boxes with screws in there. So I got you a screwdriver, so you can go ahead and let me see. Maybe hold on before we do that. This actually slides off. So the top panel. There's supposed to be, I believe, 2 screws. Was there a manual inside this box?
I didn't see
Let me
anything.
check.
No, I didn't see anything in the box.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. The back panel's the same.
Is it in there?
Yeah. So you just pull the back panel to remove that. So this is actually just like a single panel for the back, so you got plenty of ventilation.
So Trick, how's your build coming along? We actually just started. We just opened up the case, so we haven't gotten really far yet.
Yep. So this is the back side of the case. So it has the power supply here, and the liquid cooler here. So we're just gonna basically start by just kind of opening.
So right now we're just unwrapping the stuff inside the case. Hi, Danny, Suva. Hello. How are you?
We should get like a. Yeah, we should probably just kind of set that stuff aside.
I'll put it over here. Is this part of our thing?
Yep, we're just going to leave it aside for now. We don't want to touch the cables too much for now. So this one kind of comes with zip ties and stuff. Cable ties already there. So what we're going to want to do is take this out and then take this box out. So
you gotta flip it this way?
So this case actually comes up like this. So this panel actually slides off.
Oh, wow.
And then you have full access to the case. So
that is really cool, guys.
It's pretty sweet.
Magic.
Yeah, it's a very unique case. There's really not that many cases on the market.
So Trick again asked, what's your CPU and GPU? So we're having an i5 9000.
It's
F
9400F.
Okay, well I was close. I said 9000.
And then the video card's RTX 2060.
X Bandit, thank you so much for a gifted tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That was not expected. Thank you.
They're
Renaissance, enjoy those ugly emotes of me.
You're subscribing because you're actually building a real gaming system now. So.
Y'all didn't hear that, okay?
Alright, we can set this box aside as well. And then this is just your manual. You got screws and some other stuff, brackets, and then the power cable. So we'll set
a little higher too
for now. And this case is actually really cool. It's
Monkey Boy, hi.
This is very build friendly because it actually comes with instructions on how to access the case, which is pretty cool. That's kind of neat. So I'll give this to you.
They're not ugly. Thank you for not saying they're ugly.
Yeah, I'll give you the screwdriver.
Okay.
Go ahead and take off.
So we're doing some unscrewing at the moment.
Yeah, so you can take off those two there. And then let me see if I can grab you a little tray.
Oh my, it is not really.
Wait.
I think we are struggling right now to open.
Hold on.
Did you get it?
Wait.
And then,
I don't think this is working too well.
yeah, so it's lefty loosey. So,
Right.
Ooh, don't break
Yeah.
don't break the nail here.
you won't. It's just this is not the best screwdriver for the job. This is more for phones and stuff. I'll get you another screwdriver real quick.
I welcome potatoes. Hi, Monkey Boy, though. Oh, Jay building her new PC. Yes, I am. Just like I told you guys that I would be streaming it live. So here we are. I had a bad day. What? Why did you have a bad day at work? Thank you for following, Danny Suva. I'll follow you guys back. I know you guys are from the Discord community. Thank you guys. It's Thursday. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, they're so funny. Yeah, I need a beer. I'll have a cider. You have a beer. Are you building your PC? Hi, Mind Games. Hello, hello. Yes, we are building my PC. So we just opened up the case right now. The case is an NZXT H1 case.
Yeah, you can use either the flathead or the other one. So,
Did you get it?
No.
yeah, it's I would just use a flathead because it's a little wider. So.
Here, let me see it. Did you get it?
So y'all, we're struggling to open the
Yeah,
nails.
It's just the wrong type of screwdriver. Give me just a second. We just gotta get a bigger one.
We were totally unprepared for this. Let's just say that. Yeah, don't sweat. I'm sweating right now. You guys see my face?
Yeah, he needs the right one.
Trickzilla! Thank you so much for gifting a tier 1 to Judos. Thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness, guys. You guys are surprising me right now. What's going on? This was totally unexpected, guys. Is it hard to build your own PC? So, Mind Games, my friend is helping me build the PC. Okay, don't call me noob, okay? I don't personally know a lot about
Proper
PC.
screwdriver. So.
Oh, we got a big one now,
Yeah,
guys.
and then this is a magnetic tray, so it helps like hold screws and stuff. Really useful, so you don't lose screws. Highly recommend. They're like $3-5 on Amazon. So.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, this is...
You're not actually.
The other way.
Are you?
What? I
No,
thought it was going
no,
this way.
she's got. It's
Yeah,
lefty
this way.
loosey.
Oh, does she? Okay.
Yeah, but
Right?
you got kind of pushed down on it. So
It is not...
here, we may not even have to actually do this portion. Every case is different, so you're gonna have to kind of read the manuals, honestly.
Well, that one works. So, we have an i5, I keep forgetting, 9400F.
You gotta
is-
put some pressure on it to kind
Oh.
of get it to.
It's
to
okay.
release.
I'll just let you unscrew these.
My goal is to have you build as much of this as possible, so we'll see. How
Fanta, hello, hello. Trickzilla, thank you so much for gifting another one. That is so amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you very much. Heart. You need a number 2 Phillips head. Yeah, probably. I don't even know if we have it.
We got yeah, I know which kind of screwdriver we needed. I just didn't have a large enough one. I just
Expanded,
recently-
thank you for gifting another one. Thank you so much. Hi, Be Kind, Be Generous. Hi! It's been a while since I've seen you. How have you been? Alright, I'm gonna go lie down for a little bit. Have fun with the PC build. Thank you so
the liquid
much.
cooler is kind
I
of,
hope you have a good
this
nap
is the radiator,
for the lights
there's a
off
fan, and then there's
during
the
Judo's
actual
stream.
cooling block.
For the lights off? What do you mean? Oh, I'm having Germa flashbacks. Borky Borker, what do you mean by Germa flashbacks? Fanta, I said hi to you. I was like trying to read. Yes, Danny, I have my own emotes. I actually made my own ugly emotes. So, hi, Camphor.
You have a bunch of padding stuff,
Yeah.
so you don't need this,
Okay.
obviously.
I don't know. I think somebody might have gifted you a sub, if I'm correct. I haven't seen you online in forever. Yeah, I don't get to stream very often. I streamed once like 2 days ago. I think I only get to stream like once a week or twice.
All right, so we're gonna start the build. So this is our processor, and we're just gonna basically put it in the motherboard. So if you look at the chip there, you'll see there's a golden arrow on one of the corners. Do you see that?
Does it matter which?
Right, so on the front of the chip, you see there's a golden arrow on one of the corners. You see that
right
golden
here?
tab there?
Yeah.
So that's telling you how it's going to align, right?
Okay.
So you can set that down for just a second.
No, do you need this?
No, just set the chip down on the table.
Oh, the chip.
There you go. And then the first step is to actually remove this plastic placeholder. So you're going to push down on this tab and just unlock that.
Do you think you want to record from top so they can see the part?
Yeah.
Can you flip the camera back so we push it?
Nope, so the lever here. So push this and then open it.
Push.
Yep, so
Push
push it
this?
down and then pull it. So with your thumb, just kind of push it down and then kind of pull the latch out.
Oh, this is...
Yeah. It's scary at first, but you're not going to damage anything. You're just unlocking it. Yep, so push and then pull.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
And then you just lift it up. Yep, so just pull this back, like this way, and then just lift it up.
Ooh.
That's it. So it's just a placeholder to protect the socket. So you just want to, with your thumb, push this plastic piece out. So, yep, just pop that out. It's just plastic.
Pop it out?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So you just go like this.
Oh.
Just like that. So
This
you don't
is-
need this. You can hold on to it, but it really doesn't matter. It just protects the socket. So just kind of toss that aside. Now, the golden arrow on there, if you look at the socket, it's actually going to have
Thank you,
an
Kemper.
arrow.
Appreciate it.
So the arrow on the chip is going to line up with the arrow on the socket.
So Sinister said that case is a nightmare to build and it's so small.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you have personal experience with it. It's a brand new case, but smaller cases are harder to build in. That's just kind of a fact that you have to deal with. But the end result is totally worth it because you get a really nice system in a small case. So
Okay.
go ahead.
So we are
Yep.
inserting the chip, guys.
Yeah. So that again. So if you look at the arrow on here, it needs to line up with this arrow, right?
Okay.
So basically, lift the
Lift
socket
it up
plate
and
up.
put it here.
Yep, and then you just basically place it in, and that's about it.
This is
Kind
actually
of wiggle
really
it, just kind of
cool.
make sure it's in place. There you go.
Okay,
And
but-
then just same thing in reverse. So you're gonna put this under the chip and then pull it
Wait,
down.
wait. Like
You got
this. Here.
Yep. And then just push it back down. You're gonna need to use force. Don't be scared. You're not gonna break it.
Oh God.
You won't break it. I promise.
I'm gonna break it, guys.
You won't. And then just basically put it down there. That's it. So the chip is in. So that's gonna be basically the brain. of the
Jerma is a
computer.
streamer who made a
So.
stream of him building a PC, but he destroyed it. Jesus, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I've built hundreds of computers. I'm not really sure how you could ruin it unless you.
Oh no, he was talking about another streamer.
Yeah,
Well, they're
yeah,
doing it as a joke.
yeah.
I don't know, but okay.
So
Let's.
pretty much natural next step is to just put in the RAM slots. So you can do all this stuff before you even put anything inside the computer. So if you pay attention to the RAM stick, it's not symmetrical. So Jenny, if you look at this here, it's not like halfway down. So it can only fit in one way. You can't really get it wrong. And it's going to match up with the lines on the RAM slots, right? So typically you'll have little tabs here to lock and unlock the slots. So you just want to unlock it like that. And then just go ahead and with 2 thumbs, you're going to push down on the RAM
We
sticks.
got the HyperX Fury.
Yeah. So it's a 16 gigabyte 2-stick kit. So, and there's little kind of channels in the slots. So,
Is it like this?
nope, because you so lift it up.
Oh, I did it wrong.
There you go.
Okay.
Yep, you want to put it into the
I see.
channels and then
Okay.
push down with both your thumbs as hard as you can. There you go. The first one's in. And the same thing with the second stick. So, and again, make sure that you're aligning the notch with the one on the bottom there.
Is it lined up? I don't
Just
know.
make sure it's in the little divots on the side.
Okay.
Yep, and then just push down. There you go.
Okay.
So, and as you can see, the RAM is in. So, very simple.
Cool.
Yeah. So, at this point, honestly, we could probably put on the video card, but I usually just like to do that when the motherboard's actually in the case. It's just kind of a little bit easier. I would go ahead and flip that around.
Good to see you, though. Be kind, be generous. I appreciate you stopping by. Good to see you, always. Hi, iPack. Hello, hello. Is it Ryzen or Intel? It's Intel.
It's Intel, so 9400F.
Bye, Chick. Have a good dinner. Why not go with Ryzen 5 3600X for higher thread count for streaming and gaming?
So, I mean, the higher thread count can help in certain applications, but Intel tends to make a better chip as long as you don't care too much about the price. The price difference is so small to the point where the better single core performance with Intel, in my opinion, is just kind of better. Intel will also tend to last you longer in terms of the socket long term over AMD. Plus, you don't have to worry about RAM speed. So you can't go wrong with either one, especially since Ryzen's gotten a lot better. I've just always preferred Intel, so it's kind of like Honda versus Toyota. Both good cars, both good brands. Just kind of depends on if you want to go Intel platform or AMD platform. The cost difference is $30, $40, $50 at most, so not really a big deal in this case.
Hi, Diamond Chaz. Don't wear socks while you build it. Don't want to create any static. Thank you. He did tell me that already.
We discharged. Every once in a while we can discharge it too. So.
Okay, and then somebody said, Sinister said, I love Ryzen, but a lot of people are still all Intel fans. But as of right now, Ryzen is the best bang for your buck.
Yeah, price-wise, AMD has
epic,
typically been a better bang for the buck, but it's such an inexpensive part when you consider it that it's not gonna break the bank just because you want Intel over AMD. You really can't go wrong with either one. So.
Look at you, Smarty Pants.
He's
getting all the fame right now, guys. He's stealing the spotlight. No, I'm just kidding.
So now this also goes in one way.
Okay.
So this is basically just going to sit into the slot this way. You're going to kind of tuck it in there.
Like this way?
You got it. Yep. And then...
This is so cool, guys. Legit.
So you're going to actually tuck that in. It's kind of a connector in there.
Wait, like here?
Yeah, so you kind of want to...
Did I do it wrong?
Yeah, you can look inside it to see where the connectors. That way
it's honestly so cool to see how these pieces look, guys. It's really, really neat.
There you go. So you just tuck that in.
We push it in?
Yep, push it in. There you go. So it's in. And then now this M.2 SSDs have a screw to hold them down onto the motherboard. It can be on the front or the back. So I just got to figure out which screw goes into this. So
thank you, Borky. This is very exciting. And Camphor, I don't make music, unfortunately. I wish I knew how to. Does your friend have a PC build YouTube channel?
I don't, although I should probably start one at this point.
He does. So, I mean, he should because he builds. Yeah.
Too many different hobbies, and I can't decide which one.
Yeah, his main one is cars. That's why we're friends.
So, this is the screw, as far as I know. So,
okay.
Yep. So you just push it down and use the screwdriver to screw it in there. And that just basically holds it in place.
If I can even get the screw in here.
Yeah, anytime you want to install these, chips, the memory, the solid state drives, you want to make sure that the part is actually in the slot. So just make sure that it actually clicks and that you hear it going.
Without it trying, it's a little screw, but it's actually.
It's a magnetic screwdriver.
It's like Wait, guys, it's like flying upwards.
Yep. Best thing to do is actually to get the magnet to stick to the screw and then just screw it down.
I think I got it now.
So.
Okay, we got it, guys. Because he is good AF. I haven't made one yet. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message. If you want to get in touch with him, I can also, talk to him too. You guys can connect if you.
Yeah, I'd be happy to answer any questions. I do consulting, so I can teach you how to build it. I can build one for you.
Look at you. You're getting some spotlight. You guys are like, oh, dang. Now I can go ask him too now.
I ship to, all states except for Hawaii and Alaska.
There you guys go.
So unless you want to pay the extra fee for that.
Oh, he runs his own website. If you guys are interested later, I will definitely shoot you guys the website name that he has up for.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm just making a few changes to it, but it should be ready.
He runs his own PC website, and he explains all the stuff that he has on there, and it's the stuff like you show what you've built, right?
Yeah.
The website that you have?
I build it, and then obviously I'm on our social media. We're going to be kind of posting your build along with other future builds.
Is this tight enough?
So,
can you double check?
Yeah. You just want to make sure it's snug.
I like the small form factor of the case, but I hate that it's very limited on expandability.
Yeah, so again, expandability, it's you kind of got to consider what you would add, right? This is not going to be a build where you have a lot of hard drives or things being added over time. So that's not really a concern. You can buy a 2, 4, 8 terabyte hard drive or solid state drive and just swap it out. We're also only going to do one video card because very few people do dual video cards these days. So you're really not that limited on expansion. The only thing you pretty much really couldn't do on here is like put in a bunch of fans or LEDs or stuff. But again, that's really not an issue for kind of what we're trying to achieve. We're not trying to do custom liquid cooling or anything like that. So.
Hi Fishman, how are you? Hi Allie, thank you guys for stopping by. J Daddy, you really redeeming a sit up right now? Next stream. That's the only screw that isn't number 2 Phillips, the one for the M.2.
Yeah, exactly. That one is technically not a Phillips, so this little screwdriver.
Man, you guys really trying to make me work out while I'm doing this stream? Somebody just redeemed a push-up too.
Okay, do it.
Monkey Boy, really?
There you go.
You guys are...
Do it.
J Daddy 900 had asked, any server experience?
Building servers, yeah, a little bit. It's really not my main clientele, but I mean, it's pretty much the same process, just different parts for the most part.
Yeah, so iPac had said you really can't go wrong with either, but I do believe Ryzen will pass Intel in that next couple of years.
Yeah, it just depends on, again, if you want, the application, right? So whether you're gaming, whether you're doing video editing, streaming, etc., you can look up the benchmarks and decide for yourself. People also have different resolution monitors. Some people play more intensive games for the CPU, whereas other people play games that are intensive on the GPU, which is the majority of games. So I haven't really found that Ryzen has a huge performance benefit, but you can save a little bit of money if you go Ryzen. So again, not a huge deal. You really can't go wrong with that.
If anybody would like the link, feel free to send me a whisper on Twitch, and if you are part of my community Discord, feel free to message me on there as well. Okay, guys? I will definitely more than happy give you guys information and links for. You guys remind me about the push-up and setup. I'm not gonna do it at the moment because I am kind of hot already. So.
Yeah, we got the windows open, but it's.
Yeah. So J Daddy said new Intel 10 Gen are already being surpassed by Ryzen 3rd Gen. Interesting to see where Ryzen 4 goes. Jenny, I'm working out to get in fit and get into WWE. I wish you luck, Diamond Chaz. Paige is like, what? Working out is good. Now's the time to do it. Sinister said the 2x16 RAM kit and what speed?
Honestly, we don't pay attention to speed because when it comes to Intel, it makes pretty much no difference. You're not going to see any performance benefit in games. So I think it's 2666, but don't quote me on it because it doesn't matter in our case. If you have a Ryzen platform, you do want to pay attention to memory speed though.
And Zenjuchi, hi, good to see you, Zenjuchi. Yeah. Oh, nice, you're building your first PC. I sure am. This is a very exciting time.
Kong, if you want to kind of feature this, because again, pretty much no one has this case yet. It actually comes as a bundle. So this is the liquid cooler that you get with it. Comes with the fan, the radiator. It's an all-in-one. It's pretty much a Kraken 140 millimeter cooler, and then you actually have a 650 watt power supply in there as well. And this is actually really cool because this it's modular, so it just actually folds out like this. So I think that's a pretty cool design. You just basically pop your motherboard in there, and then that's it. We just start plugging things in basically.
All right, sounds good.
Yep.
Nick, thank you so much for the bits. First PC hype, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And Sinister, thank you for the follow. Sinister said the AIO is actually really good in that case.
Yeah, it's 140 millimeter. NZXT is really well known for the Kraken coolers, so it's pretty much a generic Kraken, if that makes sense. It does. I don't think it has a Kraken name on there, but it is a Kraken cooler. So.
Okay.
Yep. Now, a huge tip for anyone building computers is when you build a computer, do not forget the I/O shield. You have to have this in there. If you forget it, you got to take everything out and then you got to put it back in. Technically, you don't have to have it, but then you're going to have an open hole in the back of your case and that just looks awkward. So make sure you put in the I/O shield before you install any components into the case.
You heard the man.
Right.
Giselle Parr, hello, you did make it. Hello, hello. Monkey Boy had asked, and oh, hello, Revolving Gate. Hello, hello. Monkey Boy said, would you prefer a higher refresh rate over resolution?
Depends on what you're doing. If you are gaming, And you're playing, especially competitive games, kind of Twitch shooters like CS:GO, League of Legends, that kind of thing. The higher refresh rate will give you a slight competitive advantage because it's a smoother, visual effect. If you have a higher resolution, you can enjoy things like better movies, better movie quality, better video game resolution. Obviously, the higher your resolution for gaming, the more you can see. But it's going to be harder to run, so you're going to need a better video card depending on what your resolution is. So, but I would go resolution before frame rate for sure to answer your question.
Revolving gate. What monitor are you going to be using? I will be using an Asus 1440 1MS monitor.
Is it 1440p?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's better than 1080p then.
No, 1440.
1440p.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's 1 millisecond, that's.
My friends were referring me. Don't look at me like that, guys. I'm a noob when it comes to stuff. Right. I only game on console, okay? So I don't really know anything about PC.
But
so
we're not doing console anymore, except for the Switch.
Yes, we still are, guys.
The Switch is fine, but no Xbox.
Okay, whatever. He just likes to hate on console. Don't look at me with hate, okay?
The manual is really big on cases. Pay attention to the manual. Every case is different. They're going to have different instructions for how to install all the different components. This is an extremely unique case, so I want to make sure that we're installing everything in the correct, placement and everything. So.
Flace, please don't be spamming. I am not interested in becoming famous, buying followers. If I have a mod in there, please remove that message, please. Tutorial hype. Sinister said, I hope all mobiles go to built on IO Shield. Higher refresh rate for gaming, res for editing. Res for editing.
Yeah, again, it just depends. I prefer a higher resolution first over higher frame rate, especially because higher frame rate monitors are going to be more expensive anyway. So you wouldn't really find a higher frame rate monitor that's a low resolution, for a very expensive price. So, it's up to you. I would go higher resolution first, but at this point, you should probably be looking at minimum 1080p, preferably 1440p, or if you can run 4K, depending on the monitor.
I think with 4K. Twitch they said that they cannot run 4K.
They definitely probably don't.
Yeah,
stream
Twitch
4K.
People. They don't typically stream at 4K,
no,
obviously, because not a lot of people have 4K.
That would be even more difficult just because of network limitations.
So I got the 1440 Asus.
But you can have a 4K monitor that you just stream in a lower quality, but you can see it in a 4K. So having it still helps for you.
I just didn't. I kind of wanted, to save the money, obviously, because 4K is going to be a little bit more expensive.
A quality 4K monitor is expensive, guys.
Yeah,
You're looking at least $350 to $400 for a quality 4K monitor.
And Jay Daddy said, why not go with the 2060 Super?
2060 Super, it's just more expensive. It's just not what we allocated for our build. You can go with any video card, but we just did the RTX 2060. At some point, if she feels like the video card isn't performing well enough for the games that she plays, then we can just upgrade the video card and keep everything else the same, and you'll be good to go. It's just basically a swap. So.
Revolving Gate, did I answer your question? Yeah, I did. You must play Terraria when you get the PC done. Yes, I will check it out. Terraria just got here. The last update was super sad, but a pogue. Lazy Heroes. What kind of tower are you putting everything in? So the tower that we have right here is I just feel so strange when I'm not streaming games. I just feel like anyway. NZXT H1 case. It's a skinnier, taller case. It's really nice. I got the color white. They had it in black too. Sinister said 4K is limited on game options right now. 1440p is perfect.
Yeah, most games can run 4K, especially modern ones. But yes, some games don't even support 4K. So.
I just recently bought a 240Hz LG at 1ms, but the resolution is only 1080p. That's still okay, right? Yeah. Monkey Boy, yeah, that's fine. Everything works. Hi, Cash Money! Thank you for stopping by. Check out this PC build. Looks like it's off to a good start. Yes, it is.
So this is the IO shield. This just basically snaps into place. So this orientation, the motherboard is actually going to be facing down, and the USB slots and everything are going to be on the bottom of the case. That's actually super unique. Most cases just have it on the back like mine. This one, it's actually going to be on the bottom. So it's kind of different, but that's just due to the vertical nature of the case. So.
You doing okay with recording still? Okay.
So when you put in the I/O shield, you want to make sure you put it in the correct way because it can pretty much only go in one way. So this is our motherboard. It's going to be facing down, and the motherboard's going to be facing out. So if we put it in this way, logically we can just make sure that our I/O shield, when it's on the bottom, we want to make sure we orient it correctly. So obviously, since the audio holes are here, it has to line up with the I/O shield and has to go in this way. So with that said, I'll have you take the I/O shield, and then we're going to just go ahead and just snap it into the I/O shield plate area right here.
Okay, so it goes in here.
You got it.
Right here?
Yep, and it just snaps in. So you just basically pop in the corners. So you'll hear them.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Okay, wait.
You'll hear them pop in there. Yeah, and you want to make sure that it's kind of perfectly.
Is this? Did I do it right? I don't think so.
It might be sliding around a little bit.
Yeah, can you check?
So just like this here. Whoops.
Lookster, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Are we gonna get to see the PC run? So actually, I am at my friend's house and we're just right now putting together
That's
the...
a yes. As long as we have enough time, we should be able to get it to boot
Well,
up,
I
no
guess
problem.
there you go. We can show you here at his house. So never mind.
Yeah. So I popped it in, but I'm gonna pop it out and let you do it. So go ahead and
What?
pop it in.
What? Pop it? What?
Yep.
You popped it back out.
You gotta do the work.
Ay.
You didn't pay me to build it for you. I'm just teaching you. That's all.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Why is this not?
You just gotta
going down?
You just gotta force it a little bit more. Just push down on it.
Okay.
There you go.
Did I?
Yep, and then push that in.
Oh
There you
my
go.
gosh.
Just make sure it's all the way in. That's it.
1, 2, 3, 4. There we
Got
go.
it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So at this point, best thing to do is to kind of stand up the case. So we're gonna change the orientation.
Lukester, so the specs is, I keep forgetting, i5 9400F. i5.
Yeah. So i5 9400F.
Yep.
650 watt power supply. Got a 140 mil liquid cooler. 16 gigs of RAM. Got the RTX 2060. And probably missing something.
Expanded, you really gifted another tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you're awesome. Oh my goodness, you guys are too much today.
So at this point, I'll just kind of have you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Expanded. Enjoy those subs, Sinister.
Go ahead and just discard yourself real quick. Just make sure you have no static electricity. So just touch the computer since it's grounded.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I can't feel my legs.
Yeah, a lot of people freak out about static electricity. You're not going to ruin your computer if you build it on a carpet. Most of these parts are pretty much like not even susceptible to electrostatic discharge at this point, but you still want to be safe, so try to discharge yourself every once in a while.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Oh, my legs.
Yep.
Okay.
So at this point, and honestly you should probably stand to make this easier, but you're going to want to take the motherboard, and then it's going to, again, this is going to line up with that, and it's going to sit on these 4.
So is it facing this way?
You got it. Yep. So you're going to put it in and kind of line
Is it
up the
facing
holes.
right?
It's facing right,
Oh, okay.
but you're going to have to kind of so you're going to want to take it and put it in from here.
Oh.
To the side. That way it's easier. So, and then you'll want to just kind of take these 2 little wires here and shimmy them out of the way. There you go. And give me just a second here. There you go. And then just line it up. And then the 4 holes are going to sit on top of those black thumb screws.
Oh, hold on a second here.
Yeah. So get these cables out of the way here. There you go.
Okay.
So it's going to sit on those.
Not quite yet.
Yeah. So you want to just kind of pile up the holes through, right? So these.
Oh, I see.
just kinda
Okay.
push it through. There you go.
Now we're getting there. Okay.
Okay, now it's pretty much sitting in place, right?
Okay.
Now it's going to wiggle around until you screw it down. So we're going to kind of start with 1 screw here. In your case, we're going to need the screws that came with your case.
Sinister, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. The RTX 2060 will be a beast. Zenchuchi, thank you for gifting another tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Revolving Gate, enjoy the sub. Enjoy the sub and emotes. Noble Insanity, hello. What are your favorite donuts? I like glaze and chocolate. What's your favorite donuts?
Old-fashioned.
Oh,
And glaze. Glaze does always.
donuts sound so good right now, though. Legit. Putting a motherboard in always makes me crap myself because I mess up the pins in the CPU. Yeah, that was hard for me to put it in just now, so I don't blame you.
It's a little nerve-wracking at first, but you'll be okay.
Hey, JV, just forget about it. Wait, forget about what? Yeti? And good to see you, Yeti. Thank you for stopping by. Young Cracker, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Hey, this stream is popping today. I was not expecting this. I appreciate it, guys. A lot of love.
Build videos are very popular, so I'm sure everyone's...
Hayden! Hello, Hayden! Oh, yeah, this is crazy, guys.
So these are the 4 screws. These are just to kind of hold down the motherboard in place, so they drill into the standoffs. This case obviously has the standoffs already built in. 99% of the cases out there today will already have standoffs in the case. Depending on the motherboard you have, you may need to remove some of the standoffs. You never want extra standoffs just laying in the case. You always want to make sure you only have the standoffs that your motherboard and your case can use. So in this case we have 4, so we're going to put those 4 in now. So you can take the screws.
Hayden, thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Hello, James Ray. Oh, I like that name, James Ray Horsefall. Interesting name. What is being used in the build? Well, we got the i5.
We'll go over the specs again later, just because I know that's a very common question.
I know we have a lot of new people coming into the stream.
So one piece of good advice is when you're putting screws in on anything, you want to go cross, kind of like in an X pattern. So you want to do one corner, go across diagonally, up, and then across again. That way, when you have the 2 screws in like this, the product can't wiggle. If you only have the top 2 or the bottom 2 or the left or right 2, you can still get wiggle and your motherboard will fall out of alignment. Also, don't screw it in all the way. Just kind of make it snug tight. That way you can get all the other ones in and then do a final tightening of each screw. So I'll have you start with one of the screws.
Here watching you build that PC, not for me. Yeti, do you have your own custom PC?
And I'll help you align it here.
Okay.
So lift up the screw real quick. Just want to make sure you can see that thumb screw.
Oh, right there. Okay.
Yep. There you go. So go ahead and put that in there. What I would do is take the screw. So take that screw out. Put it at the edge of that because it's magnetic.
So cool.
Yep. There you
Y'all,
go.
look at this magnetic screw.
Magnetic screwdriver. There you go. And then just make it snug tight. So not too tight, but just enough so that it's holding it down. There you go. Okay. That's perfect.
All right.
I'm going to start with the next one.
Doing great. I'm so excited for you. Thank you, Hayden. I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. That means a lot to me, too.
So see how it's wiggling?
Yeah.
You want to make sure you align it?
Oh,
I got it
okay.
for you.
I'll do this.
No.
No?
Remember what I said? Cross pattern, right?
Oh.
So we want to go in an X. Once we have these 2 in, it won't wiggle anymore.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay.
There you go. And then go ahead and do the rest now. So at this point, the other 2 screws will pretty much be perfectly aligned. So if you want to bring in the camera, Kong, at this point, this is not going to wiggle out of place, so you don't have to hold it because we got this one in and we got the other one in. There you go. And then the 4th one's over here. And you can see how it's already in place. There you go. So now that you have all 4 in, go ahead and do a final tightening on each one and just make sure that they're kind of nice and properly tightened.
So you want me to tighten it more?
Exactly. So just go on each one
and
just kind of make
tightening?
sure. Yeah. If it doesn't go anymore, you're fine. So do the same thing on all the others. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, a lot of people think building PCs is like this really complicated, tough thing. The building part is actually not really that hard. The hardest part, especially in a case like this, is getting the cables managed, getting them kind of aligned properly, and then getting them on. Once you have the cables on, you're pretty much done and you're ready to boot up the PC. So.
Expanded. Okay, enjoy your meal, whatever you're eating. Yeah, stop by later. My dude, good to see you. OJ Billionaire PC DX Pro. Yes, I sure am. We are here, just like I said I'd be.
So I'll have you bring the camera in again. Sorry, we kind of made you our informal cameraman. You want to take over, Paige?
Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, so this is actually kind of a more common feature on a lot of the newer cases on the market. So this case actually has what's called a riser card slot. So normally you would put the video card in here. So the cool thing is that we're going to actually use this riser card cable, and we're going to actually plug in the graphics card somewhere else. So the way this works is we're going to take this cable, and this cable is actually going to go right into the slot here. So similar to the RAM slot, this has a little wing. You're going to open up that wing, that unlocks the slot, and then we're going to just align it. And you can see how there's a little divot there. That's going to line up with this here. And then you go ahead and...
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Yeti,
so we have the riser card installed.
You wish just an Xbox One. Xbox One is still pretty good though. Well, I had one.
You know what? The funny thing is that the Xbox, the new Xbox, is that the Xbox One? Yeah, that actually looks very similar to this case.
No, I forgot what it was called, but the one that in the PS5.
Is it 1S?
No. Ah, crap! How can I, guys? What's the new Xbox called that's coming out along with the PS5?
It's very similar to this.
It is. Yeah. It's boxed and it's tall too.
But it makes sense because it's a small form factor computer, so it's essentially the same thing, just kind of custom.
Watery Wind, hello. Thank you for stopping by. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. Oh, that's what Lazy Heroes. Thank you. Xbox Series X. That's what it's.
There we go.
That's a cool name though.
So this is essentially a PC version of that case.
Jeff Angel, hello. Thank you for stopping by.
Okay. So now the cool thing is that we have your riser card installed. So normally, and if you want to bring the camera in, I'll show this to you guys again. So normally, guys, the video card would go into the case like this. So normally this is where the video card would be on most cases. The cool thing about this case is that because it's vertical, it's actually going to go on the other side here with the riser card slot. And the video card is actually going to be installed into the slot here. So in this slot, it's going to be plugged in like so. So if you want to show the viewers here, what's cool is you can pretty much have a very beefy graphics card that's kind of long, and you can still fit it into this case even though it's this small. It has its own dedicated bay here. The only card that wouldn't fit into this are super long, like triple fan cards maybe, but you can just kind of do the math and check the clearance on NZXT's website if you want to go with this case. This is actually a mini ITX 2060, so it's actually a small form factor of the 2060. So with that said, Jenny, I'll have you come over here. So again, on the video card, there's a little divot. It can only go in one way, and you're going to plug that into the slot. So I'm going to set it down, and you're basically just going to, oh sorry, before we do that, sorry, I totally forgot.
No, that's okay.
We have to remove the two screws, and those are, where'd they go? Sorry, this is a new case. Here we go. So these two screws, these just hold in the slot. So go ahead and take your screwdriver and just loosen those two. That's what's actually going to hold the video card in.
Hi Bubbles. How's it going? Thank you. Actually, so that's my friend. He's helping me build the PC. He custom builds, so he's helping me out here.
Yeah, this should give you some better lighting.
And Bubbles, thank you so much for subbing at Tier 1. I really appreciate it. Thanks, girl.
And use the magnetic tray to make
sure. Oh, this is cool. Thanks, Bubbles. I hope you've been doing well. I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you for joining me on this amazing journey of my first PC ever. Thank you, Paige.
Yeah, just maybe keep that away from the computer.
Oh, well, I'm just thirsty. All this talking is making me thirsty.
I can.
Oh, it's okay. I got it. Thank you.
A couple cats for the stream. This is Foozy.
He's so cute.
This is stream cat number 1. So. Take a quick water break now.
No, we have just been talking like, just making me hot.
And this is
we got cat number 2.
So this is Gypsy.
Yo, he's a cat lady.
So yeah, she's hard to keep, kind of make her, keep still, but she's a good kitty.
Monkey Boy, thank you for streaming it. Yes, and thank you guys so much for being on this amazing journey with me. I feel so happy because I've been console streaming for the past 4 months now to finally be here. PC streaming, finally I can stream like League of Legends, Apex. I haven't been able to stream any of those games, so I'm excited.
you'll be able to play games that you never were able to play before too.
Exactly.
So.
Yep, exactly. Yeti asked, what is the PSU?
That's a good question. So the power supply, it's built in. It's SFXL, so it's small form factor, and it's a 650 watt, 80 plus gold rated, fully modular power supply. So all the cables can be detached. It's enough to power even the strongest GPU and CPU. So.
Did you eat the other ones?
Maybe.
Bruh, there was like 5 packs. You. Oh.
Got the screws off?
No, there was like 6 packs. He ate all of them. Guys, with one of our parts that we got, he lives, I think, abroad.
Yeah.
In Japan.
Yep.
He sent us some Asian candy. Wait, what'd you do with the coins? Do you?
They're right over here.
Oh, good. Okay, I don't want to lose that. He also sent us Japanese coins, which were really cool too. Don't mind me, y'all. I need a snack. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Was this for you?
What? No.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was just
No, mine's over here on the. I've been good. Hope you are too. Yeah, I've been good too. You know, with the whole quarantine thing and things reopening, things are gonna get pretty crazy. I feel like, but it is what it is, Bubbles. It is. I got some questions answered. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. He's
any and all questions, guys. Just dump them into the chat.
He's a master.
I'll answer every single one.
Master.
Yeah. I've been building for over 10 years, so I don't know everything. I'm learning new things every day, but I have a lot of experience. So
I can't wait for you to start using it. Me too, Bubbles. Me too. Oh, he's a cat man. Yeah, I just wanted to call him a crazy cat lady.
yeah. Whenever you're ready, just discharge yourself, and then we'll get the video card installed. That's
Okay,
pretty
hold on.
much
Let me
the
finish
last
this.
thing, actually. So, got the video card, the cooler. We're gonna get that on there, and then we can start to cable it up and start installing Windows. So. There you go. So yeah, like I said, the video card, it can only go in one way. So just kind of line it up with the slot, put it in, and then we're gonna put the screws back in.
We're going up like this, right?
Nope. So pay attention to the slot here, and then the.
Yeah. So it's going in like this.
Nope. Because look at where the divot is.
Wait.
So look at the divot on the card. That has to line up here. So you gotta turn it around.
This way?
Right. Because this lines up with this, and then this lines up with the slot.
I see. Oh, I see. I see. Okay.
So you're gonna want to go ahead and just pop it into the slot there. You're gonna have to push it in. So
Hold on. I don't even see the. Okay, is it right here? I can't see. I don't want to accidentally like break it because I can't see it. Did I do this right?
Let's take a look.
It's kind of hard to see from the bottom here.
Yeah. So lift it up. Yeah, you got it.
Right here?
Yeah, exactly. Just pop it in.
Hold on. Right here, right?
Yeah, you're gonna kind of have to push down on it. So.
Oh, I see. Okay. Asian Bust. Good luck with your build. Hopefully you finish LS2. Thank you. That is my goal. Cue Batman music, Catman. We Japanese Kit Kats here. Heck yeah. PC build. Whoa, hold on, Envious. Why do you say Like, it's not exciting, or...
Yeah, go ahead and pop it into the slot, and then we can go ahead and put the screws in. You haven't pushed it in all the way.
I did? I didn't. I thought I did.
Yep, so align it and then push it down.
Oh, I see.
See?
Okay.
So you're going to hear kind of an audible click. So take the 2 screws, same thing. See how it wiggles?
Mm-hmm.
You want to make sure that we line it up. So kind of line it up, hold it with your hand, and then I'll hold it for you this time, and then obviously you can just, again, put it onto the screwdriver.
Whoops, forgot.
There you go.
That this is magnetic.
Yep, and then you can start with either one.
Do you think that there's going to be a wave 2? To be honest with you guys, as things are reopening, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a wave 2, so you guys be safe out there. Please do wear masks. I do work in the medical field, so it's no joke. It's not a conspiracy. Please be safe, everybody. Protect yourself and your family. It's very important. Should it be a little tighter?
Well, yeah, just kind of, that's enough. And
That's
we'll do
good,
the other
okay.
one and then do a final tightening afterwards.
Yep. So, and obviously, as things are reopening, I hope that stores will continue to implement safety precautions and social distancing because it's very important. So be safe, my friends. Okay, I think that's good.
All right, and then just do a final tightening for both.
Okay. I'm in the process of getting a new streaming build soon. Ooh, Asian Bus, nice. Envia said the Dripper or Ryzen 39X. We have.
Oh, Threadripper?
Threadripper, yeah.
Is that are they asking which one you have?
He said that the Threadripper or Ryzen 39X.
Oh, I think they might be giving advice to someone else. We have an Intel Core i5, and this is the
Jay, may you
9400.
ask your friend which is better, Intel or Ryzen? I'm looking to build a new PC too.
So I kind of answered this before, but basically you have both Intel and AMD. They both make really good processors. It really just depends on the application. So certain games are more reliant on single core performance. Other games benefit from multi-core performance. And then some programs rely on single core, whereas other programs like maybe video editing programs can rely on multi-core performance. Ryzen is typically a little bit cheaper. However, you also have to typically get faster memory. That's something you have to count into it. Intel, you can get just any speed RAM. It makes no difference. I prefer Intel, but you can't go wrong with Ryzen. It really just depends on kind of which platform you want to go with. Especially these days, Ryzen is a really good platform. I just feel like Intel makes the better chips when you look at the single core performance of Intel chips versus the single core performance of Ryzen chips. So.
And Asian Bus, did you get a new webcam? I didn't find. Yes, I did get a new webcam. I got the Logitech 920X.
Yeah, I mean, there is a difference between Intel and AMD, right? So they're different architectures, they're different chips. Every generation, they get better and better. So again, there's really no definitive answer. It's kind of like saying Honda versus Toyota, which one's the better car? It depends on the model, it depends on that year, that trim, right? Which specific one, and it depends on what you're doing. One might have better mileage, the other one might have better tires. So it's kind of like that. With processors, one might be faster at multi-core, one might be faster at single core. It's not really an apples to apples comparison. It just depends on what you're using it for. Some of your programs are going to do better with an Intel chip, and then some of your games and programs will do better with an AMD chip. It really just depends. So you can't go wrong with either one, though. I recommend both.
And okay, yeah. So what's the next?
A lot of people kind of like to, kind of battle between one brand or other.
Yeah.
I'm not loyal to a brand. I'm loyal to a good product. So that way, you know that I'm giving you good information and that I'm not a fanboy of Intel versus a fanboy of AMD. Most people, it's kind of like when you buy a car, right? If you've bought Toyotas all your life, you'll probably stick with a Toyota because you think it's reliable. Not that Hondas are bad. It's just that you had a Toyota, so you just feel more comfortable. A lot of people, since they've had Intel all those years, they stick with Intel, kind of like me. But I mean, I have built AMD builds and they perform, just as good. So.
Have you guys seen the riot in Minnesota? Yes, it's really bad right now. Whoever lives in Minnesota, please stay safe. Things are getting wild. So just stay out of areas if you can. Or be safe. I don't know. I'm blanking out, guys. I'm running out of energy. Yeah, I don't know. It's gone crazy. It's been chaotic, I feel like. So, most importantly, just be safe, guys. Be safe. Yeah, there's people streaming partying on the beach right now. Yep, that is very true. People don't care about social distance, so the Threadripper is like 1K. Ooh, dang, that's expensive.
Yeah.
Well, true. The huge difference between AMD and Intel. Intel is better product, in my opinion. But I mean, if you actually compare AMD's third generation to basically anything from it until you can see the huge gap and how far that AMD actually pulled away from Intel. But somebody else said, Asian Bus said, it's really based on preference. And VS said, go ahead and throw Intel on i9 down on a benchmark beside 39X or 3950X. Oh my god, the language, guys. And the MD will be superior once again.
Yeah. So, and I'll actually chime in on that because this is one of those things where you're never going to get like a conclusion. Everybody's going to go Intel or AMD, right? It's not about Intel or AMD. It depends on the application and the specific chip. When you go to the top of the line, I'm talking like top performance. We're talking like X series processors. The Intel's top of the line best processor is pretty much better than AMD's top of the line processor, historically. I'm not saying right now, but historically, Intel has typically made the best top-of-the-line processor. If you're talking about the everyday processor, Ryzen has actually caught up to Intel, like one of you guys said in the chat. So that's true. They've pretty much caught up all the way. Again, it kind of changes based on the chip and based on the generation. But Ryzen has Intel has fallen way behind in terms of their lead, and Ryzen has kind of closed the gap. So at this point, they're very competitive. Look up what you're going to be doing, whether you're going to be editing, you're going to be doing Photoshop rendering, 3D animations, video games, etc., and then look up which chip for that price point that you can afford does better for your applications, because the way she uses her PC is going to be different from the way I use my PC and the way that you use your PC. So
hi Skitty, thank you for stopping by. Intel i9 is over 1,000 almost every day. However, if you look at the Ryzen 939X, one is by far the best processor you can get out there for gaming, regardless of what cores are running. Dang, this guy seems very smart. NVS, I see you. X3900 for sorry using voice to text. Yes, over the last 5 years, but if you look at the huge jump between AMD's generation from generation to generation 3, performance is outstanding. Where are you getting your benchmarks from? Not being confrontational, just enjoy speaking to another techie.
Yeah, so I'm not actually quoting any benchmarks, right? I'm just kind of giving general guidelines. So what you said isn't wrong. Ryzen, especially in hey Paige, can you get him to stop? Ryzen right now, and honestly over the last I would say 5 years, has always been the better bang for the buck, and in this case actually the better processor kind of price point wise, like around maybe $200 to $300. Again, not for every application, but maybe for gaming if that's what you're looking for. So I'm not citing any specific benchmarks, but just go to any of the major benchmark websites. They'll pretty much all give you the same story for the most part. So,
Envious, thank you for the follow. All thanks to him, I got you the you follow. Thank you.
We're lucky to have a cameraman and some extra hands.
Yeah, that's true.
Another thing to keep in mind, guys, when you're building PCs, just general advice is, I know it's super exciting, but don't rush, because when you rush, you forget steps. You don't properly put stuff together, and then chances are it's not going to boot, and you're going to have to open it back up and do stuff over again. Take your time, set aside 3, 4, 5 hours, just kind of hang out with some friends, get it together, just do it right the first time. That way you don't have to mess with it the second time.
Do I live in Minneapolis? I live somewhere around the area, let's just say that. I'm very secretive about my location. You never know. People come looking for you and stuff. You never know.
Give me guys $50 and I'll give you her exact.
Simple 6. I will again go over specs again, just because I know we have new people coming into stream. So let me just wipe my hands on the metal, because you never know. So i5 9400F, NZXT H1 case. That's all I know.
We have a RTX 2060 video card. It's a mini ITX, so it's a smaller form factor. 650 watt power supply that's built into the case. Comes with it. Got the 140 millimeter NZXT liquid cooler that also comes with the case. Got 16 gigs of DDR4 memory, and then a 500 gigabyte SSD, and it's actually an M.2 SSD, not a regular SATA SSD. So very compact. When I bought the components for Jenny, I wanted everything to be kind of compact as possible. So we have a compact power supply, compact case, compact liquid cooler, compact video card, compact memory, compact SSD. Everything in here is pretty much as small as it can pretty much potentially get. So
what do you mean by are you grounded? The ankle. Are you grounded? Please be grounded. What do you mean by
we are not actually live grounded. We're just discharging ourselves every once in a while.
What does he mean by that?
It's essentially where you put like a wrist strap around your ankle or arm. It's really not necessary. It's good. I recommend it. If you can do it, go ahead and do it. But
I see.
It would just get in the way of us being able to kind of properly navigate this.
He said we are not grounded.
Yeah. I built hundreds of PCs. You ground yourself occasionally. You're not going to ruin the PC. Just be careful with touching the bare boards.
Yeti, I hope your cousin stays safe. If you guys live in the Minneapolis, St. Paul area, just avoid the areas if you can. Unless you really got to go.
At this point, we want to get ready with or get the backplate ready. And I actually made a small mistake here. And that's actually unique to this case. So it's actually a really simple mistake. We're going to go ahead and remove the video card, because we actually have to put in the backplate on the motherboard.
He said plug in the PSU, please.
Yep.
What's the PSU again?
The
power supply.
Supply unit.
Power
You
supply.
got it. Yep. So we just gotta take out the video card real quick. I totally forgot on this case. The video card goes behind the motherboard. So.
That was the techie's fault, guys.
That's
we missed a step. Missed a step. Bro, just let them do it. it's fine. It's fine. No worries. We're not offended or anything.
We're pretty close to being done, so feel free to keep asking questions. But we're getting.
Yeah, we're almost finished here.
We're getting to the end of it.
It's okay, Lukester. No. I appreciate you guys. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Envious, I know, is just trying to help, so don't. No worries. Be happy. No worries, guys. No worries. DX Pro, you don't need to always ground. I think Jay knows what he's. I mean, we try. I mean, I don't know crap about this stuff.
Release the video card here from its slot. There we go.
So we forgot to do a piece here?
Yeah, it's actually very simple. So I'll show you kind of what we did. So again, this is unique to this case, right? Every case is different. What we did wrong here is we have a liquid cooler and we have to put the backplate on the motherboard. So if you want to kind of come from the top, there's a backplate that's included that has to go for the liquid cooler, and this actually wraps over it when it's done. So we just got to do this step first. So, and that's kind of the fun part about building a PC, is that even if you're an experienced builder like me, you're always going to make little mistakes because every case is different, every part is different. So it's just kind of a
Envious said, if you have it plugged in and off, you will be grounded without having to worry about being tethered on your carpet. You're on carpet and moving like constantly. Throw away my degree. You're fine, Envious. My brother used to live there, Yeti. Oh, Yeti, where do you live in Minneapolis too, or just your family? Envious clearly has also degree. All right, everybody, it's okay. Just relax, guys. My friend here has built a lot of PCs. I'm positively sure he knows what he's doing.
Just kind of winging it as I go. You know.
That's okay, guys.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I mean, if you have a nice setup and you want to get all set up with your, with being grounded and everything, go for it. I personally don't like to have anything getting in my way and kind of snapping the bracelet on accident. So as long as you ground yourself occasionally, you'll be totally fine. So in this case, we're just reading the manual. So we're preparing the back plate. It's an Intel socket. So basically, we just have this here. This is going to go.
We forgot that piece?
We just, forgot to put the back plate on. So this goes on first with this specific case.
Oh, I see.
Most cases it wouldn't matter, but this is kind of a more custom case.
So, I see. Okay.
Now this is going to go on here, and then what we're actually going to do is on the inside portion, when the liquid cooler is in, we're going to actually have holes or screws coming through, and we're going to get this onto there. So we got to kind of get some stuff out of the way. And then I just want to make sure we're doing the back plate correctly. We're going to want to open up our screws for the liquid cooler. That's my fault.
I think that's everything.
Yeah, it's a cheap bag, so it kind of just flew out.
Okay.
So we're going to need these 4 to thread these through.
Oh, this is on my account or yours?
I logged in with my account.
Oh.
Yep. Sorry about that.
Oh, no. You're good. I was wondering because I'm like, oh, no, this is yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have 4 washers.
Let's see here, America.
2 of these.
Oh, your family lives. Yeah, tell your family to be safe, Yeti. Let's take this moment to appreciate that blue water bottle, though. Wait, what blue water bottle?
Yeah.
No.
I appreciate it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's my
bougie
color.
water bottle. I'm just kidding.
You gotta stay hydrated. That's really important.
My great-great-grandparents did. Ooh, nice. Yeti, you live by your family then? NBS, I love getting DM'd by your viewers for participating in chat and having conversations. NBS, don't even worry about it. I know you're just trying to help, and we really appreciate that too. And guys, it's okay. Like, I know you guys are just trying to stick up for me, but don't worry. We're all good. In the neighborhood, guys. Hi, Stan. Thank you for stopping by. OPC Build Stream. Yes, we are. Your great grandpa moved to North Dakota. Ooh, okay. Just for fun, North Dakota, or just is there a reason? Yeah. We gonna relax.
So, because this cooler was included with the case, it's a little kind of harder to install. You kind of got to do everything manually with the screws and everything. So, just pay attention to the manual. I'm just kind of pulling
The manual is very important, guys. You see that? We missed one step.
Yeah, the case manuals definitely want to pay special attention to. So.
What's everybody up to? Are you guys all doing okay? Is everybody going back to work now? I'm living in Montana now. Ooh, how do you like Montana? I've never been over there. Yeah, DX, I know you weren't yet. I know they did like a... I think you told me it was like temporary and you were thinking about maybe finding a different job later. Is that right? They say it's temporary. Okay. Do you plan on looking for a different job? But who knows? Yeah, that's true. Maybe I'll find another job. That's true. You said you kind of didn't like it, right, DX? Is that from what I remembered? Depends on the situation. Yeah, I feel you. Okay. I wish you luck, you know, like now you can just focus on streaming and your Twitch stuff and yeah. You know, enjoy your time off and who knows. Are you doing okay holding? You want a break? You can leave it there.
Yeah, you can switch with the page if you want.
Or you want to leave it
I'll put it here for now.
So
That's okay.
I'm
We
just
can do
paying
the front-
kind of
Here, we
extra
can do
special attention to putting the back plate in here. So
We can do the front camera here. Oh, yeah.
you're gonna want to pay kind of special attention to this part here. So
Did you put some air in there?
Yeah.
I mean, can you leave the lid open a little bit?
it is.
Okay. Is it the same as where I'm used to living? And if you like dry and windy, it's all right. Do you like dry and windy? Yeti? And own aunt, how's building the PC going? It's going really well. I think we are, getting close to being finished?
We're
Or
close to being finished. We're gonna get to the keyline here in just a second. This is honestly one of the most time-consuming parts of most builds is if you have a liquid cooler, especially since this one's a bit custom, just kind of getting everything lined up. I've never worked with this specific cooler in this specific case, so I'm just trying to see how we want to thread the backplate through. So
I know we should scoot it a little closer. Can you guys hear us okay? Well, while he's doing that, how's everybody doing? What's everybody been up to?
could you check for a couple screws? Just make sure
Did we-
no screws.
Yeah,
fell before
I'll
now.
check again.
I think I have them all.
I think I grabbed
Well,
all the ones.
Actually, I might be missing one.
Oh,
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I might be missing one.
I didn't see anything when I
It's
was.
just a small black screw. Yeah, it's kind of taking your time as that bag popped out on me, unfortunately.
Yeah, I thought I grabbed all the pieces.
Yeah, you probably did. It's probably just stuck under the, it's probably just stuck under the, one of these here, because we got 3 screws.
I'll be right back.
Right.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go to the bathroom quick. Savage, hi! Hi, long time no see. Thank you for stopping by. You were born in a real small town. Ah, that's okay. Are you building your first PC? Girl, I sure am.
I'm gonna need your help finding.
Don't like the community much though.
Fourth.
Do you plan on moving, Yeti? I honestly did not expect you to get your PC so soon, Jay.
I think
Oh, why do you say that, DX?
Somewhere underneath,
What?
potentially.
Um,
I think we're missing just one of the small screws.
So DX,
Let's see.
I know I kept saying like, oh yeah, I was gonna get the PC soon. I know it was a lot sooner than I had anticipated, but I was hoping by the time I finished school this year, I was gonna start streaming during the summertime, and I thought, why not? Perfect timing here. I don't know, it just worked out, and you know, I've been...
Yeah, this is also why you never want to build in the dark, because that's pretty much impossible to find black screws.
Hold on, guys. We're missing a screw.
No, I want to make sure it's not stuck to the magnetic tray there.
Envious, you got some great viewers. Envious, what do you mean? Like, are they messaging you? You're effing still getting spammed by them? Friend, please don't DM him, okay? He was just trying to help, guys. Please do not, Envious, please just, like, if it's bothering you, just block them or don't respond, okay? I'm sorry that they are, they're doing that to you. They just cared a lot, so they just kind of, I don't know, probably not doing it maybe in the best way, friends. Please don't DM him, okay?
Yeah, we may have to...
Yep, Envious, just ignore them, please. Off topic, what is your nationality, Jay? Hi, Rapid Raider. I am Vietnamese. What ethnicity are you? Chang, hi! Thank you for stopping by. I'm so happy for you. You just got mine in yesterday. Oh, I remember. Are you going to be streaming yours? I'm extremely happy with what I got, and I know you're going to be super happy with yours, too. Are you going to stream, too, your build? By the sounds of it, on the last stream, seemed like it was going to be a while. Yeah, I was actually wanted to make it a surprise for you guys, so I had the last piece come in this week, so I cannot wait to game with you. What games are you going to play? Savage, I don't know yet, but if you have any suggestions, let me know. It's okay, it's not your fault. Just think they would stop if you asked. Yeah, you guys, please stop messaging him. I would appreciate that. Yeti, I'll get back to you on that one. And thank you for the follow. The laziest bum, hello. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break, guys.
No luck?
Hold on.
So, hopefully we got the backplate in there correctly. The directions are just a little confusing because the diagrams are so tiny. It's kind of hard to read, honestly. And they kind of have, looks like a screw, a smaller screw, a washer, and then a thumb screw. So it's kind of a multi-piece. And then they also have these plastic screws, but I don't think we need those.
Any luck? Are you sure the piece just didn't come with it? Because I'm positively sure I picked up all the pieces that fell.
I'll look around. I'm more kind of worried about getting it just on first, and then we can try to see if we're truly missing the screw. I mean, we need to have 4 screws. So.
Thank you for the follow, Savage Burns. Do you happen to have any extra screws?
I might be able to find
Okay.
one. Here you go. Yeah. It's not down to the road. And can you
Oh,
set
you
this
have
aside
so
too?
many. I won't
Oh,
put them
my
in your
God.
chat though. That would take up too many messages. I'll message you on Facebook. Yes, feel free to shoot me a message on FB.
Could you set?
Ooh, do you think we can scoot a little closer to the I don't know if they can hear us.
You guys want to lift up the table here?
Yeah, hold on, I got it.
Just
Here
a
I go.
little closer here.
There we go, guys. So we're not so far away from the camera here.
Check.
Those 4 screws are separate, huh?
There's 5 screws in there, but the 2 are for the cases.
Can you call on your cell phone? Envious Craft is like an adult version of Minecraft. That's amazing. Your Vietnamese. I'm black. Left. I was curious for a while. Yeah, no worries. Feel free to ask anything. Give me a second, guys. This is me, Mom. What's up?
Okay.
Yeah, you can use it. I'll message you right now from console, okay?
So this cooler specifically has a back plate. There's a long screw that attaches to the back plate that you put in. And then you have a small screw to hold that long screw in that you have to screw in, and that's one of the ones we're missing. And then there's a plastic piece that goes around underneath. And then finally there's a washer and a thumb screw that goes on underneath to hold the cooler in place. So we're just going to kind of do it step by step here. So that's probably a common screw. I can find one worst case scenario. This small screw is what holds the cooler in place on the back end, the back plate. So if I'm not mistaken, if I'm following the directions correctly, basically it just says to put the screws in there. So should make sense here in hopefully just a second. Yeah, because I can feel it tightened. Get the 3rd screw here.
No, just one to mine. Okay, alright, I'll tell you later.
And you have to actually kind of thread it in quite a ways to get it tightened.
Envious had asked, why did we go compact?
I mean, it's basically just kind of, it's unique and it's a space saver. So it's kind of cool because pretty much no one really has this case on the market right now. They probably only sold maybe a few hundred of these tops. So she has an extremely exclusive system. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I like that it's vertical, it has tempered glass, it's a very clean design. And aesthetically it's very pleasing too. So she can kind of put it on top of a desk and it's actually almost like a showpiece for her Twitch channel. I personally believe that, you know, when you're building a computer, as long as you're not on a super strict budget, try to make the PC look nice too. And getting a good quality case makes a big difference when you're actually building in it, because you actually save a lot of time because they have a lot of kind of, you know, builder friendly features. So.
Oh, your dad? What? Oh. Chang said mine came in built, so I couldn't mess anything up. Oh, that's true. That's true. Spent a little last night installing. I'll be streaming tonight. Oh, yes, I'll love to stop by if I'm able to, Chang, for sure. Is the GPU gonna get hot? Envious had asked.
We'll see. I've looked at the reviews, and the cooling in the case is not awful, and it's not the best. It's fairly average. It is, you know, a fairly small case, so obviously temperatures might be slightly higher compared to a larger case that maybe can fit more fans. But a lot of people worry a lot about cooling, a lot more than they need to. I'm not saying you don't need to, you know, consider cooling. Cooling is super important, but your computer's not going to burn or die or, you know, stop working anytime sooner just because it's a few degrees hotter on average every day. That's not going to make a huge difference.
And then DX said that is why there's an AIO cooler. And then he also had asked, you know, you already answered it, compact for convenience reasons. Envious said AIO coolers, which one? I have never heard of one that could cool your GPU. If so, I can get the brand for the build, copper or aluminum.
Yeah, I can answer those questions. So there are coolers that can cool your GPU. It's not specific to the cooler, you just need a bracket. So NZXT is actually one of my favorite companies that actually makes this case. And they have the G10 bracket. I think they actually have like the G1 or some other like newer bracket now. It basically goes on to most video cards. You gotta check that for compatibility. And you can actually liquid cool your video card with an all-in-one system. Obviously, if you have a custom liquid cooling system, that's a lot more expensive, but then you can cool any video card on the market and it all just feeds into one system. I personally think it's a little silly to have two liquid coolers in a system. It's just very bulky. At that point, you might as well just go custom, but obviously custom liquid cooling is kind of a whole nother ballpark of its own. At that point, you got to do way more, you got to spend way more. But yeah, look into the NZXT G10 bracket, and I think Corsair also sells one as well. So.
Yo, you're getting that PC built, always a good feeling. Yes, Beware, thank you for stopping by,
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Let's lift this styrofoam. I honestly,
Okay, go ahead.
either we're missing a screw, like it didn't come with the fourth one, or I honestly think it just fell onto the carpet. So that's totally my bad. It slipped away from me.
Would it really hide in there?
I swear I did not see nothing.
Yeah, it's just because the carpet is kind of tall.
Yeah, I think it was missing. I mean,
Is it going to be bad if we don't have it?
We definitely want the fourth screw to make sure we're holding it in place.
So what's going to happen?
I have a crap ton of screws. I can probably go
Can you find something?
Yeah.
Alright, y'all. I guess we'll do a just chatting for a few minutes while my friend goes and finds a screw because I don't know what happened. It's very tiny, right? Very, very tiny. Right?
Yeah. And honestly, this is a pretty good example of like why PCs take so long and why you shouldn't rush is because you'll probably spend more time trying to figure out how a component goes in on a certain case or trying to find a screw than you will actually building the computer. So these little things pretty much happen.
He asked the
anytime.
back panel finish copper or aluminum?
The back for the liquid cooler that comes with the case, this one is copper. So copper is better than aluminum, and 90% of liquid coolers will be copper.
DX, he said for convenience reasons. I don't know if I would say it was really for fully convenient. I would have minded having a bigger one too, but I really like this case a lot. So that was.
Yeah.
I mean,
to kind of answer that question, when I built my first PC, I went with one of the larger cases that you could build, and one thing that most builders, and again I'm generalizing, that most builders kind of realize over time as they get more experience and build more computers is that they have this huge aspiration that they're going to build this amazing mega PC that they need to expand it and have like 4 video cards. And the reality is that practicality kind of plays into it a lot more. And they realize, you know what, no, I just need one like video card. I only need one hard drive. It's not going to be this $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 PC. And when you're lugging it around and you're moving, especially since we're young and we might be kind of moving around a lot, you'll be a lot more thankful when you're moving this PC to your friend's house versus lugging in even mine, which is only slightly bigger than yours, or like one of those mega cases. That way,
Right.
50 pounds after it's all done. This is a lot more portable, and it's kind of a challenge to build in. So it's kind of fun for an experienced builder like me to buy a new case like this and to kind of figure out how it works. And it's kind of an experiment for me as well. So it's kind of a building experience for me, and it's going to be an experience for
Envious says he has a Ryzen
whole bunch of
39X 32 gigabyte RAM Asus Hero motherboard, GT 501 tough case, and a EWKB cooling kit. And he said it had an aluminum backplate, so he tossed it. And first of all, dude, thank you for the lyric, and thank you so much. Yeah. So basically, the case, which I really like. Halloween, thank you so much for gifting a tier 1 sub. Thank you so much, heart. I really appreciate it. Forgettable Vendetta, enjoy the sub and the emotes. Thank you again, Halloween. I really very much appreciate it. So DX had said, honestly, if you get space to be able to add fans, that'll be your best bet.
Bigger cases, you'll be able to add more fans. But we'll see. We'll build in it. If it's too hot or something, we'll figure it out. But chances are, I'm gonna bet that the temps will be just fine. So. And again, you can look up the videos. There are videos of this case that have been tested to see how hot it runs with video cards, and I found no major problems with the temperatures in this case.
So Envious said I got a GT 501 tough, so she's good for ATX and bigger. So I'm playing with the EWKB kit. For real, you should get a fan of 2 for it if your radiator is running hot. Aluminum rust. EKWB had theirs aluminum, so I threw it out. I'm making a black back plate. Aluminum corrodes and copper rust. 50 pounds when it's done. Left on mine. DX said usually the heat of the PC will prevent that from happening.
Yeah, I've never seen copper rusting on a PC, and honestly, if you have your PC long enough to where the copper is rusting, it's either really poor quality copper or you've just had that PC for way too long to be relevant. I've had clients that have had their PCs for 8-9 years. They've reported no issues to me about liquid cooling or anything, and I've also ran my own PCs for that long, and it's never been an issue. So it's true what you're saying, but it's irrelevant in our case.
Lazy Hero said, but for like video editing and drawing, a bigger case is better, right?
No, that has nothing to do with the program. You could fit in more video cards, but again, we're never going to go more than one video card in this case, so it doesn't matter.
J Daddy, what are your tattoos? I don't know if you saw before, but I have down here, I have a Kindred tattoo from League of Legends, and I've got a flower.
Yeah.
Sunflower.
So unfortunately, we're going to need that 4th screw. So we may have to just kind of set aside the stream for just a second to try to find that 4th screw. Because if we don't, then the liquid cooler won't make contact, and we won't be able to actually get the cooler on there. So I'm almost certain it literally flew out into one of the edges of the room. So.
All right, guys, give us 5 minutes. You guys are more than welcome to hang out. I will chat with you guys. Also, at the same time, looking for the screw because apparently it's very, very, very important that we find the screw. But I'll chat with you guys while I'm looking for the screw. Whoops, DX Pro, you're right, corrode, but I've never heard of copper rusting. That's why you get copper.
Where'd that screw just go?
DX Pro, copper rust. The green formation you see of copper is the rust of it. Hi, Young Cherokee. Thank you for stopping by. How are you? That's a new one. Haven't seen that before. J Daddy, I don't know when was the last time I saw you, but I don't remember when I got this last tattoo. I think it might have been I don't remember. I think I got it 6 to 8 months ago, the tattoo.
No.
So don't mind us, guys. We're looking for the last screw because I think it fell on the carpet somewhere.
Did you drop it?
It either fell or it never came with it, and we got very unlucky. That pretty much never happens, but I've seen it happen.
You mean the one time it happened with my
I've
case?
seen it happen here and there. It's pretty rare, but...
Okay, so what are we going to do then if we can't find it?
We'll get to that bridge on fast.
I'm using my feet to scuff out if I see.
I don't think it flew that far.
Well, you never know.
I mean, honestly, we could just get the vacuum.
Well, really, when I popped.
Yeah, it has to be on this side. If it did indeed fly somewhere, it has to be on.
Well,
that
when
side.
it popped, I saw all the pieces though.
Did you?
Yeah, when I picked up the.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe we just never got a 4th screw.
I think that's what it is.
I mean.
Yeah. I didn't see anything else fly either. It just fell right in front of us. So, in that case, here.
The other.
I'm doing good though, Young Cherokee.
Yeah,
Just been busy
Found
with
it.
work.
No way.
Woo!
Did you
We
actually?
got the last screw. High five! Yay!
Awesome.
You see that, guys? You see what happened during the stream? Always me. Unlucky.
Yeah, it was
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Timing.
I had a feeling because the carpet's kind of.
Jesus.
It's a high power rug.
This carpet is it's like grass down here.
Go discharge yourself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was fluffing over my feet on the carpet. I'm gonna go discharge.
I'm not gonna touch it, but might as well.
Yeah, you can touch the lamp, dude. It doesn't, as long as it's metal.
You guys want to see? Paige is like, what is she doing over there? Got my germs all over your tower over there. Hi Foxtrot, thank you for stopping by. The build's going well. We were looking for the last screw for the good past 15 minutes, and we finally found it in the carpet. So, but here we are. We found it. Mind games. Yeah, we found it. Something went flying. Yeah, it went flying, popped out of the bag, and it just went everywhere. So.
I blame NZXC for putting a cheap plastic bag. That's okay.
Bubbles, guys, I have a few sit-ups and push-ups to do.
Do it now.
I don't know if I'm gonna do it this stream though, y'all.
Or do it right now.
Right now.
Yeah. I'll hold your
But
feet.
I just already discharged over there.
Why did you discharge again?
Really?
I feel like she's trying to talk her way.
Fine,
out of,
alright,
not
you can
doing
record
it,
me.
right?
Can you record me? I think I owe you guys like, I'll just do 2 sit-ups, 2 sit-ups, 2 push-ups, alright? Okay, ready guys? Alright, we're gonna work out on stream. Okay, 1, oh my god, oh. Okay. 1, 2. Oh, I'm struggling so bad right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, ready? And we're gonna do a push-up. 1, 2. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're done. Y'all are trying to make me work. Please don't redeem another one. Envious said rust is created from oxidized iron. I'm kind of confused. I could be wrong, but you're right about aluminum. I said the wrong word. Aluminum corrodes badly when it mixes with coppers. That's why aluminum black plates are bad, because the water forces it.
Yeah.
I'm curious if you can find somewhere it says that.
So is there actual liquid?
Let's enjoy the
It's in
stream.
the system.
Oh.
Whew, man, you guys are making me work out.
What kind of liquid is in there?
Yeah, I just did 2 sit-ups, 2 push-ups.
I don't know like the proprietary.
Good work.
mixture,
Thanks,
but it's
guys.
probably just,
Oh my gosh, I can't even do
not water,
push-ups.
right?
It's like coolant.
Bubbles, I
Basically,
do
take it
about
like
like 20
Yeah,
push-ups a
obviously.
night before I go to
you can
sleep, so
use
I
distilled
try.
water
I'm trying to work out.
and then just mix it with like some antibacterial.
How
compounds.
often do you do those? Are you talking about the push-ups and sit-ups, or how often do I work out? Mind Game said the front panel header plugs to the mobile. Got me confused. How to figure that out?
Sorry, what?
The front panel header plugs to the mobile. Got me confused. How to figure that out?
We're gonna get to the cabling here in just a second. The corrosion and all that stuff. We're not doing a custom liquid cooling loop. We're just doing all-in-one. It's a copper base, so no corrosion or rust issues that we need to worry about. It works just like any other liquid cooler. So
Yeah, sorry.
it's
couple
Intel
minutes, yeah.
for
Um,
whoever just asked that.
So envious, I work out about I would say I try to shoot for 3, but like 2 times so far. I run and lift weights too.
Yeah.
And I also work out before I go to sleep. Wait, did I ask you about Intel versus Ryzen? Not right. No, that's fine. So the one I have is Intel i5. Not just those 2.
All right, so I'm gonna take over real quick here.
Okay.
Whenever you are putting on a liquid cooler, whether it's built in or not, there's usually going to be a plastic piece that kind of covers it so you don't smear the thermal paste. Not the end of the world if you smear it, but just try to just kind of get it on there the first time and then get it on. So I looked at the instructions, and it looks like we're going to put the cooler on. We're going to put the washer in, and then we're going to put the thumb screw in. So that's the steps we're going to do. So with that, we'll remove the plastic plate. Now, with the way that the tubes are, we're going to just orient it this way. So can't maybe see it on stream, but we want to orient it in a way where the cables aren't kind of twisting and kinking. We want to put as little pressure on the liquid cooling tubes as possible. So with that said, that's thermal compound or thermal paste. So again, we don't want to smear that.
Can you record us
Yeah.
now directly on top? Yes, it is a Core i5. Yes, you envious. You should work out more. No, because I was watching her stream on my phone and I was gonna ask her friend which is better, but I guess I didn't send it, huh? Mind Games. I'm about to build my own PC right now, so this is amazing. What's the worst thing that could happen if I mess up? So Mind Games. If you do have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message. I can get you in touch with my friend too if you have any, advice. If he's okay with it, you know. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a DM. I'll definitely respond back. So Bubbles, my friend Yusuf here said, wouldn't say anything is really better. It's basically on what kind of performance you want for Intel versus Ryzen.
It depends on what you're doing.
Yeah.
So to answer the other question, the worst thing that could happen is you could electrocute yourself. So pretty much don't ever touch the power. Don't ever open up the power supply ever. Just leave it the way it is. Don't have it plugged in while you're building other than just to discharge yourself. Other than that, just anytime it's on, make sure you're not touching it. And just make sure that it's turned off before you touch it. So only way you would really electrocute yourself is if you actually open up the power supply and touch the stuff inside it while it was on. Other than that, you could get electrostatic discharge on one of the components and fry it. At that point, you would just have to ask for a replacement or buy a new one. So most companies, they come with warranties, so you're covered. But again, it's pretty hard to get ESD on the components. Most of the components these days are pretty bulletproof when it comes to that.
So Envious says we're still spamming. Envious, are you able to block him? Lukester, if you're in chat, please stop messaging him. I would really greatly appreciate that.
I am gonna need somebody's help with this step. So it's a really good idea to have a friend helping you with stuff like liquid coolers, where one person has to kind of push it and hold it in place while the other person screws it in. So
DX Pro said my game said I think Ryzen is good for multitasking. DX Pro said Ryzen is the better CPU for streaming. Well, for streaming and gaming. And Mind Games, you can DM me on Discord. Why can't you, Envious asked, why can't you plug in your PSU and keep it off? I've done that for years if I don't tether it to my ankle.
Oh no, you can keep it off. I just meant don't actually like open up the power supply, like quite literally open up the power supply box. That's quite literally the worst case scenarios. You could electrocute yourself. At that point, I don't know what else to tell you. You'd have to be trying to do that to make that mistake. So, so with that said, I'm gonna have you help me. Okay. So I'm gonna have you basically. It's very simple.
With the camera.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have you just.
You can unplug it. Don't charge it too much.
Yeah, so you can. I'm just gonna have you push this back plate here. So just kind of this plastic piece, just push it towards me.
Push it towards you?
Yep, that way I can screw it in.
Okay.
So we're gonna use the included washer here. So we'll just put one of the whoops.
Legit can't believe we couldn't find that for
one of the washers on. Yeah, I know. I'm glad we found it though.
It was really tiny. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So see, this is pretty much the hardest part.
What were you asking me earlier? Okay, so Envious said we're on the same page then. Yusuf, are you an electrician?
I am not an electrician. I'm sure an electrician could give you better advice. I just know how to not electrocute myself. And that's about as much as I know when it comes to electric wiring.
2 hands on the top. Envious, you know it.
You got it. Jenny, I'll try to push it from the bottom. Can you do me a favor and push down on the block?
Push this down?
Yep, just push it down, kind of all the way. So,
is that good?
Yeah. That's good. Just hold on. I'll lift it up for a second. Just kind of come down a bit more. There we go. Can you put some pressure on that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a screwdriver for this guy here. So yeah, this is pretty much the most challenging part about smaller cases is you got a little less space to work on, but for most people, it's not that middle.
Sayan said, "Hi Sayan, thank you for stopping by." That's the worst part about PC stuff. I have shaky hands and all these small spaces are rough. I even had a doozy of a time replacing my RAM sticks.
So this is not.
RAM sticks are tedious.
So here, I'll have you lift up here real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna loosen.
I dropped the washer.
The washer come out?
Oh yeah. Bad.
Yep. This is pretty much the hardest part. So it's just.
Envious. Yep. I put 2 hands. My hands are tiny, so I needed both. Gets even worth the ECC RAM. Now, you guys are so smart, you know.
ECC RAM is for servers. I wouldn't worry about ECC RAM. I think we have a couple smarties in the chat.
We sure do.
Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's okay. You guys are giving him a challenge. I love it. Keep it up. You guys are asking good questions. I'm sure he doesn't get this much attention, off stream. So I'm just kidding.
Oh gosh. Alright, so yeah, this is definitely going to require like 2 people just because we got to put enough pressure on it on both sides because right now it's lifting up from the bottom. So I'm going to kind of flip it down this way. I'm going to have you push. Yep.
Push them back here?
Just kind of push towards me. You got it.
Like this?
You got
Is that good?
Yep.
Okay.
That's perfect. So sometimes you may not be able to do the cross pattern just because of spacing. Might have to just start with one side. This is probably my biggest complaint about this case so far. And again, I mean, it's just a minor complaint. It's not a big deal. It's just how it comes. Every case has its quirks. So far, this is my least favorite part of it. Once you get past the step, you're totally fine.
Let's see here. Shots fired. Yep, you know it. My cat was electrocuted on a transformer. Wait, what? Yeti, can you repeat that again? DX Pro, I have a build that most people wouldn't do, so yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
That's okay, DX. Everybody has their own build.
There's
That's
nothing
okay.
wrong with that. That's the best part about, you know, building
Your
a
own
PC.
custom PC.
Or
yeah.
even having one built is it's custom. It's for you. Chances are no one has the exact same PC, and even if they do, chances are they, you know, use it differently. So.
Sayan, also hi. Sorry I haven't been around for a while, but I'm glad I managed to catch a stream. Yeah, no worries, Sayan.
Yeah, it's
Thank you
just,
for stopping by. I appreciate
I
it.
think Jenny's a little. Jenny, I'm gonna have Con do it because I think you're just a little distracted
What?
right now.
What?
Yeah.
Hey.
It's not your fault. Just go on this side and just push this
Here,
towards
I'll
me.
have him
And
do
then,
it.
Paige, could you actually do me a favor and just push the block here in? Or maybe Con, you could do it.
Oh, I dropped
Yeah.
it. Sorry.
It's okay. Yeah.
Did you grab it?
Yeah, so basically we just need the washer to stay on there like that. And then we need the screw to go in.
I want to see this side because I couldn't see it.
So, yeah, installing liquid coolers is almost always a pain in the butt. Doesn't matter which liquid cooler you have to have kind of both hands on it. So the good news is we got just one more. And actually, whoops. Oh yeah, no, they have an extra washer. We're good. Okay.
Oh,
They gave us 5 washers just to be extra
in
safe.
case you lose it.
You got it. Yeah.
Well, give us an extra screw if we lose it.
Seriously, yeah. We're gonna have to get the cables out of the way, so I'm gonna kind of lift it up. Colin, I'm gonna give you a challenge. Try to push it up from the bottom.
Well, it was hard to do. So.
Yeah. There we go. And then just kind of push it up as hard as you can. Just want to make sure that this threads down.
Is it going?
Yep. Just a few more. Okay. So that's nice and snug tight. The final tightening.
NVIDIA said, what's your build? DX Pro's got an Intel Xeon QEYJ, 64GB ECC RAM, 2TB, 500GB SSD ASRock X99 Tai Chi motherboard. Dang, that sounds like hardcore. He's like,
I've seen that.
Dang! Shots fired! My cat died from climbing onto a transformer. That is high voltage. Dang, that's scary. I'm sorry for your kitty cat. Thanks to DM during Discord. Okay, Mind Games. I'll definitely, after stream, I'll take a look at those messages for sure. Originally had planners that went south, but why server hosting? Okay. Thank you, Cash Money. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Oh, server build. Server
Just
build.
gonna toss that aside. So, yeah, so that's pretty much it for the components, and then we just gotta get the video card back on.
Is that the last piece?
Yes, but then we gotta do the wiring, and that's kind of the hardest part, and that's only because we just gotta kind of route everything. So it shouldn't take too long, but
Okay, no worries.
just want to make sure we get everything in
Oh,
there.
that's fine. I'm not in a rush.
It's got the riser card back in. We're just gonna put in the video card
Which
again.
way was it again? I forgot
so-
already. Is it this? It's this way, right? No, no.
Yep.
This way?
Yep. So like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And pay attention to the slot and just kind of push it in. Kind of pop it down
Did I not?
once it's in the slot.
I thought I did. Hold on. Oh,
Sorry.
no, your hat's in the
That's,
way.
yeah, that's my, I don't normally wear a hat indoors, guys. I just
Uh-huh.
I just got a haircut.
Ah, Betty's like, huh? What's your GPU, Jay? I know, DX, you've been asking me, what's the GPU use stuff? Because I don't know.
Yeah, at this point, you should memorize it. But know what's in your computer. That's really important. But
I don't do computer stuff, guys. I already forgot half the stuff I'm.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the full list of parts. It's a gigabyte GeForce RTX 2060, 6 gigs RAM if I'm not mistaken, and then this is actually the mini ITX version, so it's actually a smaller.
I have the list. I just can't memorize. This is my first time streaming all this, and trying to remember all these parts is hard.
Yeah, and if you guys want to see the video card, this is the video card. So it's the mini ITX version of the 2060. So very compact. So.
Get into streaming and Fire 2 love build. I like that. Mine's coming in the mail. Nice.
All right. Cabling part. This part's pretty easy.
You got this, Mind Games. You got this.
Other than the smaller cables.
Okay.
But as cases get kind of newer, they have kind of simpler and simpler installation when it comes to the small fans, especially like the front headers. So with that said, you have a few main connectors. You got the 24 pin. This is for your motherboard. It can only go into the 24 pin slot. Can't go into any other slot, right? So there's 24 pins. It goes right here. It's already kind of tied in everything and managed to make it easy to build in. The CPU, typically it's an 8-pin connector. It can sometimes be a 4-pin, but it's almost always going to be 8. That's going to go into the 8-pin connector. The video card, and I think there'll be, there might be a separate set of cables, I think. That's going to have, yeah,
I think I put it right there.
Now that I think about it, do we actually have any separate cables for the power supply? I don't think we do. I think it's just one.
I think this was all the wires that came with the stuff.
Okay, we'll check into that in just a second. So we have a video card connector. This video card here is a 6-pin. So if you look at the 8-pin. So if you look at the video card, there's just a single 8-pin video card connector. USB 3, that's your blue cable here. You got HD audio, it's labeled. You got front panel. So this one actually has a single front panel. It doesn't have all the little tiny ones, which those are really annoying if any of you have built a computer. This is just one single connector for that. And then looks like we have a fan connector for the liquid cooling pump and one for the fan. So one for the fan, one for the pump. So that's pretty simple. I think there may be a box of there may either be a box with a cable in it that we didn't see, or I'll have to check into that. Yeah, it's not a big deal. We'll check into that in just a second.
One of the cables is over here.
Low key flex on your tough 27-inch monitor.
Oh no.
Good luck with the rest. Take care, guys. Thank you, Yeti, for stopping by. Appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good one.
Are we sure it didn't come with anything else?
What about over there in the corner?
I checked everything in here already.
Yeah.
Nothing? Oh.
Okay. Yeah, we'll look into that in just a second. So Jenny, if you want to kind of come here real quick, I want to make sure to teach you this. So the connector, it can only go in one way.
Okay.
So it's not universal. So where this tab is, this plastic piece, you can kind of see that little tab there.
Can you bring the camera?
Yeah. It hooks into that there. So if you want to flip around the camera here.
So you just gotta squish it down.
I'll show you the viewers.
Can you?
Yep. So give me just a second. So for the viewers, this plastic piece here, this tab has to align with the tab on the slot. So if you can kind of come from like a top angle, there's a tab on the slot there. So this has to line up with that. It can only go in one way. So with this one, looks like it has zip ties already built into the case. So we can just kind of unzip those ties, kind of get a little bit more flexibility here. And then this, you just gotta make sure you pop it in all the way. So just gonna kind of go like this here. And it's gonna be a bit of a reach, but I got it. I'm just gonna push it in all the way. Okay, so the motherboard connector is in. So and again, this comes with zip ties, so you can just kind of zip that back up, kind of keep it nice and clean as well. So the 24-pin connector is in, and then we have the CPU connector. So again, it's already cable managed, it's already tied down. Now this one is split. It's called a 4+4 pin because it's 4+4. So you just want to make sure that you put in one side and put in the other half. And the CPU power pin is connected. And then we can go ahead and do these while we're here. So we have 2 fan slots. These are going to be typically 3 or 4 pin. And again, they can only go in one way. So you want to pay attention to where these lines are on the connector, and that's going to line up with the tab on the port. So you're going to take one of the cables, and you're going to slide it in. So Jenny, if you see from here, see how the tab slides into there?
Yeah.
You can only plug it in one way.
Oh, I see.
Got to be very careful with any of these pins. You don't want to bend them. Don't be forceful with them. Just be really gentle. Make sure you're plugging it in the right way. And then even though this one's only a 3-pin connector, it can still plug into a 4-pin port because it's compatible. So that's all plugged in. If we read this here, that's a USB port, so we probably don't need that. We can do the blue USB 3 connector. That's going to plug into here. It's a 20-pin. It can only go in one way, and you're going to see that little tab in the middle there. So if you can see that on the camera, it's going to line up here. So we're going to go ahead and go like this. Again, just be really gentle. Have plenty of lighting, and that just kind of sits in. I'm really not a fan of the USB 3 connectors. They're not really super tight, but once it's in, it shouldn't move anywhere. Got the HD audio, so we'll find the HD audio port here on the motherboard. Every motherboard's different. This is a USB port. This is a fan port. This is the front panel port, so I found that. HD audio.
First PC. Hi, Rickroll. First PC stream, and you get Rickrolled by a name. Wait, what do you mean by Rickrolled by a name? But your name is Rickroll. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by.
I wonder if that's the audio panel port. Let me do the front panel. What is this? Is this USB 2? Oh, I actually don't know what this is, but I can look that up real quick.
I like the name Rickroll though. It's a unique name. Mind Games asked, have you tried using the PC part picker website? Does it calculate bottlenecks too?
Oh, I see what this is. Okay, this is one of the newer connectors. It's a USB 3.2 port for the new USB-C connector.
Oh.
Your case actually, if you look at it, you actually have USB-C, so you can actually charge your phone.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which is really nice. That's
yeah.
barely on any cases on the market.
Yeah, that's new.
Yep.
Oh,
so.
Yusuf, did you? He said, have you tried using the PC part picker website? Does it calculate bottlenecks too?
Yeah, I think it does. I don't know if it'll be guaranteed to catch every single bottleneck, but it'll typically tell you like compatibility checks. So just do your research, do plenty of research before you buy, and you should be fine. I mean, honestly, unless you're buying like a really weak CPU and a strong GPU, or vice versa, that's maybe when you'll run into a bottleneck. But as long as you have a decent amount of RAM, a decent GPU, and a decent CPU, you won't really run into bottleneck issues. Just make sure that if you're kind of gaming, at least get an i5 for desktop, obviously, and then the Ryzen equivalent based on whichever one that is. I'm not super up to date on the current Ryzen chips, so the exact model number escapes me. But yeah, try to go Core i5 or higher, and typically I want to say Ryzen 5 or higher for gaming.
Thanks, bro. You got a USB-C and a 3.1 on mine. Dang, you fancy pants.
And then the front panel connector can also go in only one way, and it's kind of hard to tell, right? One side has 5 connectors, one side has 4. And that's very typical with these connectors. It'll typically have one missing, right? So you just want to pay attention, because if you try to plug this in the wrong way, you bend the pin, and then you kind of need to straighten the pin out or get a new motherboard. So just make sure you plug that in the right way. So we're going to use our light here. And I see the missing pin is on that side. So I'm going to take the connector. And actually, I'll show you guys a really good tip. with these kinds of cables, you can take any sort of, screw or rod, screwdriver. I'll use our screwdriver here, and these will actually form to the shape. So to keep things kind of clean and tidy, it's kind of a little bit of work, but you can actually just kind of wrap it around this way. You don't want to pull on the cable. You just want to kind of wrap it around like this. This is kind of a little pro tip for some of you guys. And it just kind of makes it a lot easier to manage and cleans up some of the slack of the wire. So you just go like this, let it go, pull this out, and as you can see, it'll kind of stay like this for the most part now. So
it's nice.
Yep, it kind of helps save
a
up some
little
space.
tip here.
Do you need a light?
Could you hold this light for me, Jenny?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of from the top there. Yeah, unfortunately, we're building in a basement, so I don't have the best lighting, but it's enough for the job. Okay, perfect. So that connector's in. So we got the front panel connector. We can toss that over there. And then looks like all we have is the video card, HD audio, and I think that's it, honestly.
Cool.
So,
We're almost done, guys.
I'll focus on the video card. Where is our video card cable?
Let's see here. I used a bottleneck calculator online that says it's fine. What's funny is that weird, but yeah, no RGB. Envious, I decided to not do RGB actually with this setup.
Yeah, you can get RGB components, so you could do like a RGB fan, you could do RGB power supply, RGB RAM,
yeah.
But this case kind of comes with a cooler and the power supply, so you can do like RGB memory, get maybe an RGB fan. Honestly, RGB is great. It just kind of depends on your budget. We didn't want to sacrifice the budget to get RGB when we needed the money for performance. At a later point, if you want to spend more money and get RGB products in there, you can. But honestly, with kind of the way that the case is designed, the only place you would have seen the RGB is from the front. So, we can go that route later on if you want. But
So Envious had asked, it's kind of cramped for RGB, isn't it?
it is, yeah. I mean, you can put RGB in there. It'll show you have a front tempered glass panel, but we just didn't want to spend money on RGB stuff when we wanted to spend the money on the performance.
That's okay. I don't need it to be pretty, y'all. It's okay.
Yeah, it's already a great looking case from the outside, honestly, and RGB, if you want to go RGB, get one of the bigger cases with a lot more kind of space to show it off.
I think in the end, if I do decide, it'd be something smaller. I don't really want something big anyway. So yeah, you were saying like the fan and stuff. Is probably
I found the graphics card cables. They're hidden under this little panel that just pulls off, and this is where the SATA and the graphics card cables are. So the way that it's a graphics card cable, it'll typically say PCIe on it. They're going to be usually a 6+2 connector, so it can be 6-pin, 8-pin, 12, or what would it be, 16, or anywhere in between. So this card only needs a 6-pin connector, so we'll just kind of.
Can you come through here?
Yeah, we'll untie this here. The video card connector's here.
Why are you whispering?
And this is an 8-pin.
It is dark though.
Yeah.
They can't really see it.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't expect them to see it just with, but you'll see it if you're building a PC.
See, majority of this stuff.
So I'll show it to you in just a second. So in this case, it actually goes in this way.
RGB equals speed, or is it?
Only if you have blue fans. Blue means speed. If you have red fans, your PC will run hotter. No, I'm just kidding. It won't.
This is it cheaper than a new Xbox.
Say that again.
It says, is it cheaper than a new Xbox?
Oh, thanks. No, it is not cheaper than the Xbox.
But this is what I will tell you, because a lot of people look at the cost, right? Your PC is going to cost you less money in the long run. Games are cheaper. They're better. There's more exclusives. There's a lot more options. They run at a much better frame rate. There's texture packs. There's mods. There's things that an Xbox, even the newest Xbox or PlayStation, will never be able to do that a PC can do. Plus, you can use any controller. You can use joysticks. You can use game pads. You can use remotes, Bluetooth controllers. You can use a Guitar Hero controller if you want. PS4 controller. Literally any type of controller can pretty much adapt to a computer. You can't really do that with your PS4 or Xbox One.
Oh,
or
thank
whatever.
God I kept my Xbox One controller.
It's a bit of it's a bit of a higher investment up front, but it's going to pay off in the long run. You'll get cheaper, better games, way more exclusives, and you can always upgrade it. Whereas with PlayStation, you have to wait 5, 6, 7 years, upgrade it, and then you're stuck with what you have. Whereas with PC, you can upgrade all day. So.
Thank you for the follow, Kixie. Did I say your name right? Thank you, thank you. Haha, I will buy a nature-friendly build green LED light build.
Yeah. But you get green LEDs for eco-friendly power consumption. So I think that's usually how the joke goes.
Aww.
So. Okay, so we're just gonna take the loose cables and tie them back up here. It's really cool how they kind of have everything channeled, and they actually have a couple SSD slots too. If you have normal SATA SSDs, you can upgrade and add more SSDs in the future. We don't need it, so we're just gonna tuck this back in and close it up.
Cool.
So, yeah, we're getting very close to the end here, guys. This is pretty much one more cable, and then that's it.
Yep. Stay tuned to see it all powered up, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you were gonna do?
Yeah, we're gonna power it up, and we're gonna install Windows. We don't have to stream the installation part, but I mean we can.
Oh,
If
you
you want to
don't
stay
have
tuned.
to.
I mean, we might as well. We don't have to sit through it, but it's gonna be really quick because it's gonna be on SSD.
I'm sure they want to see it too.
And I have a USB, so because I have a USB, it'll actually install super fast. If you have a CD, drive, which you honestly shouldn't have in a PC these days, it's gonna install a lot slower. With a.
Did you guys want to see it powered up? Up to you guys. I know this has been kind of a long stream today, so.
I'm sure they will want to see it. I guarantee you.
For the ones that have been here the whole time,
yeah.
that have been.
Yeah, they came here for the payoff, and I think it would be rude.
Were you tempted to wait for next generation of parts, get better parts for cheaper? And is this the PC Master Race?
It is the PC Master Race. PCs are just better in pretty much every way, except for upfront cost. Although honestly, if you buy used parts, you could probably build, a PC for pretty much the same price. That would rival, one of the newer Xboxes. You don't have to buy new parts. You can buy parts used and get a huge discount. We actually saved literally $300 on the build for the exact same part. So this was a $900 build, and or a $1,200 build and we built it for $900. So literally a $1,200 value for $300 less than that. So that's a pretty good deal if you ask me. But
Agreed.
What do I know?
A long stream? No, not at all. DX Pro. That's sweet of you. Xbox is now capable of shaders and stuff like that. What's a shader?
Yeah, I think PCs were able to do that like a dozen years
Wait,
ago.
what's a shader?
I'm not going to get into the technical things. You guys can look that up if you want to get into shaders. So.
Well, I guess you don't want to explain it. It's too complicated.
Yeah, that's a whole nother ballpark of its own. I'm not an expert on graphics technology.
Nice house. Is it a carpeted floor? Just the basement. Just the basement.
It is a carpeted floor, but we'll be fine, I promise. So. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the last part is this. So this I'm going to look up on my phone.
Okay.
Some motherboards don't actually have like all the connectors that you might think. So you just gotta, we don't have the manual for this motherboard, so I'll just look it up online and
that's fine.
I'll plug that in there. So
Shaders and ray tracing is when your game looks different. Oh, good to know. Thank you for
very
explaining
simple,
it to me.
but accurate explanation, yeah.
Shaders are rendering of effects producing a shading effect in games. Some games can have them modded. Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
Thank you for explaining it, DX, too, and NBS.
Yeah. So that actually kind of ties into what I said, which is, with PC, depending on the game you play, you can mod your games. You can't really do that on most console games. So with PC, the possibilities are endless. You have a lot higher resolution textures and shader packs and all sorts of things that you can go into. And the other thing that other people don't consider is when you buy a PC, you can do a lot more with a PC than you can with a console. With a console, you have to kind of listen to music a certain way, you have to watch videos a certain way, you're capped to how they made that operating system. With a PC, we can run Mac on this, we can run Windows, we can run both, we can run Linux, we can run any operating system, any program, anytime, anywhere. We have a lot more flexibility. So it's a little more expensive, but you get a lot more value out of it. And she can do, her homework on there. She can stream on there. She can game. You can run, 3, 4, 5, 6 monitors off of your, computer. You wouldn't be able to do that on even the newest consoles. So
Which
you
is
get
crazy.
a lot more value out of
That's
it.
very crazy.
And, as evidence, I have a 3 monitor setup. I've run up to, I think, 4 or 5 monitors off, just a single video card. So.
Okay, that static thingy gave me anxiety, and I had to buy the anti-static wristband.
Yeah, it's a good way for them to make some more money from you. So.
Hi XC, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. How are you? Envious said, I play Xbox, PS4, and PC. I agree with you. I'm just creating content. Yeah. Yeah. I'm assuming you might like the PC the most, Envious? I mean, you have all 3, so. Do you plan on getting the new Xbox or the new PS5? This your new PC? XC, it is! We started building it about, I'd say, 2 hours ago? 2-3 hours ago? We're almost finished. We are going to be plugging it up here probably soon. Get it running for a little bit and see how everything looks. You don't need a wristband, but you should always plug in. I'm upgrading all around. Mind Game said Linux, Master OS, Linux plus Steam, and VM, Windows 10, yummy.
So,
that's funny.
If we look at the power supply this way, 16 should be.
XC, it is actually not RGB. I decided not to do any RGB just to save on cost. In the future, if I do plan to, I might in the future. But as of right now, no. So.
I found the connector. That is kind of hidden, but I found
that's what the cord's for?
Yeah.
Oh.
RGB, guys, it all comes down to the person. I personally do have RGB stuff in my build, but RGB, the way I would kind of, talk about RGB is it can be done right or it can be done wrong. 99% of people have it done wrong. They just kind of stuff a bunch of RGB stuff in there. None of it matches up, none of it syncs up, and then it just kind of looks like unicorn vomit. Whereas, if you have RGB and all the products sync and they mesh and they're all controlled by the same software and everything, then it looks great. Some cases actually have a bunch of RGB fans included, and it's actually meant to be an RGB kind of build, but most people, they just have random RGB stuff and it just doesn't mesh. So if you're going to do RGB, go big or go home. That's pretty much my advice for that. So.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I'm getting the Xbox X Series. Okay, let me know how you like it. It should be interesting to see all the new consoles that are coming out this year. For me, the less RGB, the better. Function over fashion. I very much agree with you. I wanted RGB, but I did want to save money, so. Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I'm actually one of those people that do like to bling things out, but again, unless it's done right, it just doesn't look good. So I wasn't going to put one, RGB thing in the computer and kind of have it be.
So this Mind Games was asking the other viewer in chat, but he did say how to build and make sure that there's no static.
The only way to have, no static is to just literally have something, electrostatic, wrist strap, so you can have it on your wrist or your ankle, but it kind of gets in the way. I'm someone who likes to kind of take breaks and move around a lot, so I just discharge myself every once in a while, and I try not to touch the bare pieces of the boards. So we're done cabling wise.
Woo!
Then we're ready.
Yay, guys! You guys excited to see?
You guys want to bring in the camera and we'll kind of just do a final kind of view of the build?
Yep. Okay, and then I'll bring this with so I can see. You can save up money in case if you need fans, RGB tumbler holder. Oh yeah, that's true. I can.
So here I'll sneak past you here. So I'm gonna bring the lamp around just to kind of give us some better lighting here. Discharge myself quick.
Razer RGB tumbler holder. If it's necessary.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future, we'll see.
So, with this case here, and thanks Colin for kind of being the cameraman here, it's all built, so we try to kind of manage the cables as much as we could. Again, it is a smaller case, so there's not as many places to tuck away the cables, but it's pretty much kind of, you know, what we need. We're not necessarily trying to see the inside of the computer because the outside is actually what looks the best. So the cool thing about this computer here is that this hinge actually tucks in. So we're just going to kind of put the cables this way here, and then we're actually going to fold this hinge down. We're going to press this down gently.
What are these white things?
That's actually for a Wi-Fi antenna, but I'm going to skip that. We're going to go Ethernet. So we can do it if you want in the future, but don't use Wi-Fi. That would ruin the whole point of the build, in my opinion, if you use Wi-Fi instead of Ethernet.
Well, I mean, I'm planning to get a cord, hopefully.
Oh yeah, you don't have one yet?
No.
Okay, then we can order one off Amazon.
Yeah,
they're pretty cheap.
The thing is, the problem right now is because it's upstairs.
I think I
and
actually
we've been
have one.
having some oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's 25 or 50 foot. So.
Oh.
So this thing can't connect Wi-Fi?
Most computers can't. Mini ITX motherboards almost always do come with Wi-Fi. Well, actually, no, I take that back. Some mini ITX motherboards come with Wi-Fi. So in this case, this one does come with Wi-Fi built in, but we're not going to even install it. So you don't want to run Wi-Fi. If you run Wi-Fi, you're going to just take out all the performance out of your gaming and streaming, and it's less safe. It's less fast.
For now, can we? Not here, but can I do it at my house?
We can, yeah, if you need to, but
Not well. I'm not
I'll-
using it for streaming though.
I know. But I'll get you a cable. We'll get you wired up.
Okay.
Yep, we'll get you wired up. No worries.
Okay.
So, yep. So, yeah, this is where everything is basically tucked in. So, we're pretty much ready to go. So, we're just going to put on the front and back panels in the case, and we'll be ready to boot it up. So, one last thing you want to do before you close it up is got to make sure the power supply is on. Can't power it on if the power supply is off, right? So, 0 is off, 1 is on. Make sure it's on. Now it's ready. So, we'll go ahead and put this on.
So exciting!
You want to get this on camera because this case is super cool. So
Wait,
it
I
actually
want to
has
do it.
rails.
Can I do it? Can I
Sure.
do it?
Absolutely. So it has rails here, so you
Okay.
can see if this is just going to go into the rails on both sides. So there you go.
I will do the honors
Yes.
of. If I can even find the. Okay, here we go. Oh, we're going down! Wow, guys, look at this!
And then NZXT has really cool panels, so these actually just pop right in. So these are super simple and they're very sturdy. So this one is the back, and then that one's the front. The front one is the other side, obviously, more open side, and then this
How do
is
you-
the back panel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So you just clip it on?
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I just want to make sure.
No, go ahead.
So yeah, sorry. This is the front, and then that's the back. So this is the front because you got the power button.
This
in the
way.
front.
So you
Yeah,
just clip it
so
on?
this is the back panel. So I'll just lay it down, and then you just pop that on.
Can I take the sticker off after?
Yep, we're gonna do that
Okay,
next.
okay.
Yep, because we're actually gonna peel the sticker on the front. There you go. Shit's all popped in,
Okay.
and then you can flip it around. Yep, just kind of tumble it around, lay it flat.
Ooh, Jesus.
Yep, just lay it flat. There you go.
Wow, accidentally like, ooh, drop it.
It's nerve wracking.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put it here, and then you can
My finger.
pop it.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, sorry.
Ooh.
Did you want to take off that one, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
sorry
yes,
about
yes.
that. Yeah, go
No,
ahead and take that one off.
I'd like to take this.
Yeah, start with just one corner and then peel it there. Just peel it slowly.
Yeah, otherwise it's gonna
Yeah, leave sticky.
leave residue.
Yeah, this case comes with a lot of stickers just to kind of guide you through the installation. So that's really nice that they did that. It really helps for a custom case like this. So.
Hey, listen, I want to take my time, okay?
It's okay. Do it right the first time.
Right?
No,
Okay.
not like me. Alright, so then go ahead and pop that in.
The front one, guys. Okay.
It's only 4, so just pop in the corners.
Okay, I just want to make sure it's all
That's-
good. Okay.
That's pretty much it. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of show it
Okay.
off to you guys. So
Beautiful.
this is what the computer looks like once it's
Y'all,
done.
this is the finished product.
Yeah.
You see this?
So, and I mean, if you lift it up, it's not that heavy. You know what I mean? This
Yeah.
Is, this is not that
Oh,
you
yeah,
can easily
compared-
take this to your friend's
Compared to
house
a
if you
big,
wanted
bulky
to.
one? Yeah.
So it looks absolutely gorgeous. You have a purple USB slot out there. It's kind of cool. Got
And
the power
said,
button,
dang, it's so tiny.
USB-C, and then the audio. So They actually kind of give you an audio splitter as well. So if you have a headset that has...
My build is heavy. Yeah, this one's really light, guys. Very light.
Yeah, if you have a headset that has separate audio ports, they actually give you a splitter, which is pretty cool.
Wait, it came with that?
Yep.
Oh.
You got it. So now we just got to plug it in. So...
What's that? Oh, the power supply?
This is the actual power cable for the power supply.
Ah, okay.
So this is external.
Are you guys ready?
Now, before we do that, I just got to set up my external fourth monitor here. So give me just a second. So
Are you using that? Can I borrow it?
You can borrow it, yes.
Until I get a second one?
That's fine.
Okay,
No
awesome.
worries.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're making me promise you on stream, so
Eh.
I feel the pressure. But we just need a cable. So again, in this case, Jenny, your ports are on the bottom. So Kong, if you want to get this, the ports are down here. Okay. So you got.
Wait. So how does that work?
So I'm gonna show you.
Okay.
So that's why you have this bottom exposed, because you can feed the cables down there.
Oh.
So it actually kind of tucks away the cables, which is really cool.
That's nice.
So you got your audio. Okay. You got USBs. You got your Ethernet, more USBs, and then you have your HDMI and display port. Because we're not using the processor's graphics, we're not going to use these ports. We're going to use the video card ports. Anytime you build a computer and you have a video card, you want to make sure you use these ports for graphics, not the motherboard. Because then if you plug into here and not here, you're not utilizing your graphics card.
Okay.
You're utilizing your internal graphics, and your gaming performance will be absolutely non-existent or terrible. Okay. So, plus this one doesn't have graphics anyway. So with that said, just make sure you use these. You got DisplayPort, you got HDMI, another DisplayPort, and a fourth DisplayPort. So you got 3 display ports and 1 HDMI. So let me do that HDMI cable for you.
Okay. Let's see here. There it goes. It turns on. Yeah, we're getting close, guys.
Okay. So, Paige, do you want to help with this part?
Wait, my game's yours turned on? You finished it? You finished your build?
This is the Ethernet cable I have for you. Should be long enough, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have to move my thing downstairs. Because right now it's upstairs. So where are you going? Oh. Yep, we'll figure it out. I mean, Jenny's PC will turn on. Oh, yes, my PC, guys.
I actually have a little Raspberry Pi computer here too, so it's kind of a fun little project I did. It's a little
Raspberry Pi, guys.
Yeah, and it comes with a nice case too. So just thought I'd show that off.
He's so goofy, guys.
We're just getting the Windows installation USB ready.
This is cute. It's purple. Look at the Ethernet cord, guys. I've only seen like the yellow ones. Different colors.
Yeah.
How's your monitor? So this is not my monitor. This is his. He's letting me borrow it. It's a Dell. I need a second monitor for temporary until I can afford a second one. Not for a while. So
if you want to get this, we have a USB with Windows on it, so we're going to install Windows 10. So we're about to do that. We're just going to hook up the computer, the monitor, and then mouse and keyboard. So I'll get you the wireless.
Oh dang, you're really like going for everything, huh?
Yeah. I unplugged mine, but it's a lot more.
I'm still waiting for Ryzen. It's good enough for gaming streaming. What is its specs? Envious. I'll have to ask him because this is his. So just give me a few minutes here. Thank you guys for sticking around. We're almost done with stream tonight. It's been a very successful stream. Not the stream I was expecting tonight, so thank you, everybody. He's grabbing a few things, so then it should be,
The mouse. Do you know what the mouse for this is called?
No.
No?
It's like, is your stuff?
No, I know.
Oh,
I know.
This is so goofy.
I got it here. So it was where did I put
So complicated. Wireless mouses. So instead of having them assemble, I wanted to give it a try and build one myself. Nice. Let's trade PCs. J Daddy, heck no. I'm keeping mine. Mile High, hello, hello. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. I have 2 of those monitors for the price. They're awesome. Great quality. Wireless mouses are terrible for gaming. Yeah, this is just for setting up purposes, but I have a wired mouse at home, so... yeah, I have a gaming mouse already. Jenny, I think, has i5 and RTX 2060. Yep, that's right. Not sure what gen, though. Wow. I don't know. Generation, it said 9th gen? If that's correct. How can you tell what monitor it is? Magic. Most likely 9th. Yep, 9th gen. Yeah. Which is 6-core i5. Yes, that is correct. Sorry, guys. Give us a few more minutes. He's still looking for rummaging over there. If you guys want to see the kitty cat. He's so cute. This is my friend's cat. Isn't he so cute? Hi, pretty. He's like a big teddy bear.
Alright. So...
This is intermission time.
Yeah, I gotta find the little adapter. Mouse and keyboard here. See, this is where I gotta get all my stuff in order. Okay. And a little USB connector that I'm missing.
He's got a grumpy looking face though, guys. Look at his face. It's like...
It does look pretty grumpy usually. Yeah. Alright. Bear with me.
Yep, bear with us, guys. Sorry. Kitty cat intermission time. I feel like cats just don't like me. Like, don't touch my paws. Or else. See? You see that?
Yeah, he doesn't like his paws.
Oh, so cute though.
It's funny though, because he'll like scratch a post and he doesn't have any claws.
Oh, really? Oh, that's right. He got declawed, right?
Like,
Aww. He's so cute. Where's Gypsy? Oh. We can read chat together, guys. Dell releases so many monitors. That sounds nice. It's okay. Just by looking at Dell was specific with that particular design. Oh. Does like the second monitor brand and specs matter? The one I'll use for monitoring stream, big boy. From what I mean, I don't really know too much about monitors besides your first monitor should be the most important. Your second monitor can be, you know, you're pulling up like your Streamlabs to use for streaming and OBS, which is fine. But your first monitor is very important for your gaming stuff. So second monitor, you don't have to spend as much on, from what I know. Yeah, yep. Like Mile High said, it depends what you're using it for. You're planning to buy a HKC 24144 curved monitor. Oh, curve would be nice.
Alright, you guys are gonna laugh, but I had it plugged into a laptop the whole time. I found.
Ay, you're a mess
It was
today.
an adapter we needed. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm a mess. My life's a mess. I just moved, so we're good. Alright, so with that said, go ahead and plug this in.
Alrighty, where's it going?
I just didn't on any of that.
Oh, ports
So
here.
it's- yeah.
Can you hold this? Where? In
No,
here?
No, on the computer.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't use wireless. I don't know.
It's just a dongle. You know what? No, on here. The
Where?
computer.
Oh,
It's the monitor.
shut up.
You know that. Come
You
on.
guys, I'm a noob. Don't laugh at me, okay, friends? Wait, why are you so far?
So we took what, 4 hours? And that's like taking our time.
Yeah.
So I mean, I could easily.
Is
done
this the
in
right
one.
port that I have? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we got it in.
Got it in? Okay, cool. And then let's do the Ethernet cable. So take one end here, just plug that into the Ethernet. Plug it into my modem here for you, or my router rather. I can come over and like install this for you too, just to make sure. So.
Yeah, we're having like Wi-Fi problems right now, so I don't know if it's gonna.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
You're gonna come over?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay,
Unless,
sure.
Unless you don't want me
I have secrets.
to. Yes.
I'm just kidding. No, you're more than welcome to come over. It's
Yeah,
fine.
so we got the mouse and keyboard. We're not gonna do audio right now, obviously. We'll go ahead. This plugs into here. So we'll just go ahead and plug the power cable in. We'll plug our USB into the top here. So we'll get that in there. So yeah, you're pretty much hooked up. Got HDMI. We gotta do that one.
What is this again?
This is for the Windows installation.
Oh.
Yep. So
Okay.
go ahead and plug in, Jenny, go ahead and plug in the HDMI into the monitor in the case.
Okay. Which is where?
You gotta do the
Oh,
one
it's
with
on top.
video card.
Video card. So
Yeah.
that means it's this one. This one?
You got it.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Right here. Oh yeah, it's right here. Oh. Is that the right one? Wait, this one?
Yeah. So hold on. That is the right one.
But.
Here, can you take that out? Thank you. All we gotta do is just move the video card over a little bit. So, just need to pop off the front panel here. Can you hold that real quick? So you just gotta loosen the screws. Looks like we just went over a little bit too much. So,
Oh wait.
not a big deal. So go ahead and
Put it in.
plug it in. Nope, that's DP.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay, beautiful.
So you're
This-
just gonna not
Yep.
tighten as much,
Yep.
or?
Yep, exactly. When we tightened it, it just kind of went a little over, too far over to the right. Not a big deal.
So, but when we take it back out,
Yeah,
it's
see?
fine. Okay.
Yep, I'm checking, so. we're good.
Okay. Cool.
Yep, so we're good. And then we'll,
Flip it back.
yep, just kind of flip it.
Do you have? So you installed it? You put it on here, the file?
Yep.
Is that what? Okay.
It's already ready, so we just gotta install it.
Oh, I see.
So
Okay.
I'll just put this back on here. You can take off the front panel and clean it anytime. It's just
Yeah.
tempered glass,
Yep.
so.
Okay. Sounds good.
That there. Okay. And yeah, we're close to being set here. We're gonna need to plug in the power. So Jenny, I'll have you plug that in there. Last, I need a power cable for the.
Shannon Bruce, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate
Can you
it.
pick up the screwdriver so we don't step on it?
Shannon Bruce, I'll try not to break anything.
I'm not Linus, so I won't break anything.
Oh man, I feel hungry now. All this hard work, I'm not doing too much.
Yeah, breaking things is Linus Tech Tips job. So. I'll do
Okay,
it.
so this
This
is.
goes into the monitor, so plug
This
that into
goes
the
into
bottom.
the monitor.
Yep, so just hold up the monitor.
Uh,
Just lift it up. Yep.
goes in here.
Yeah.
Can you do it?
No.
Oh
Yeah. I can hold the monitor.
gosh. Really?
You gotta do a little bit of work.
I did. Okay, are we
Set
good?
it up. Yeah.
Okay.
And then, yep, set it up. And then, if you guys just want to help me, let's just move this a little closer to the wall here.
Is it good?
Yep, just kind of pick up the table.
Oh, we're moving
Yep.
closer. Okay.
You got it?
Yep. Yeah.
And I'll put the lamp here. Alright guys, I think we're pretty close to being ready here.
Bulba, hello, Bulba.
Alright, we all ready for the moment of truth?
Dun dun dun.
So,
Come closer.
he's here.
Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready?
Cool.
Thank you to those who like stuck since came in the beginning and are still here. Like, I really appreciate it.
Alright, so we'll power on the monitor. Alright, whenever you're ready. Fingers crossed. You guys ready? Three,
I'm gonna click the button.
2, 1. No? Okay.
What's that noise?
We got it, but it's the fan. That's okay. That's a simple fix. So let's see if it powers on here. We do gotta fix that. Yeah. Okay. All right. So.
See, it don't work.
Yep. It just restarted itself. I'm gonna see what happens here. So we'll power it off here. Okay. I'll power it on. It probably will power itself off again, but just give it a second here.
Yeah, DX, I know. The fan is, he knows. We have to fix it. Thank you.
Believe me, we've had
Phew.
these issues pretty much pop up most of the time you build a computer. So, alright. So we'll unfortunately have to power it down and kind of just see what's causing the issue here. So, in our case, it's probably just something. Yeah, and honestly, I probably should have not closed up the case because typically you want to power it on and see if it works before you, close it up and put all the panels on. But let's take a look here. So curious as to. What's actually getting in the way.
Fixing the fan right now, guys.
I haven't really touched much, so I'm trying to see what's actually causing that ticking. I think it's the actual. Let's see the fan. Let's give it a try here. Yeah. So it's powering on. So we know it works. We just got to fix the cable that's running into the fan. So let's do F1 here. Yeah. There we go. So it works. So we got it to boot. I just got to open it up and move the cable out of the way. That's all it is.
All right, guys. I think, well, we got it to power on, so that was our goal. So I think it was a pretty successful build and stream. Thank you, everybody, again for stopping by. Has my friend too. Thank you guys for stopping by. I really appreciate it, and thank you for coming since the beginning. So we started building about like 2-3 hours ago. Got it done. It works, so everything's good. Yeah, how much did you spend on this computer build? I spent about 900. Yeah. We have to watch Windows install. Yeah. J Daddy, really?
We'll stream the Windows install here. Give me just.
Okay, fine. Okay, I'll let you guys see the whole Windows install. Thank you, DX. I will for sure.
We may want to have you maybe order us the pizza or something. Do you want to take care of that?
Yeah, you go tell me what you want.
What we want? Sure. Let's go ahead and get this stuff done here. So, yeah, sorry about that, guys. I totally did not use zip ties. I figured we did, but.
Do people use zip ties when they
do?
Is it dangerous or is it okay?
No, it's not dangerous. It's just that once they're in there, you gotta, if you want to add something, you gotta cut it and put in a new one. So it's a little bit tedious. It's good to have once you're like 100% sure that's how you want your cables. In our case, we know the computer works, so we don't have to open it up again. We just gotta close it up and make sure the cables aren't hitting the the fan. So computers will have protections where if it notices that the computer gets too hot, or if one of the fans aren't spinning or whatever, it'll actually power itself off to not fry the CPU and overheat it. So that's kind of the cool thing. I think the first time we just probably had a little glitch. So
These came with the.
yeah, they did. And,
Oh, they did.
Most parts will actually come with like a few.
Oh, I see.
zip
Okay, so
ties.
people can use them.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. So small show. Yes. So I did. It is a tinier case. It's the NZXT H1. I really liked it. It's very cute.
Cases get smaller than this. Check out like actual like small form factor cases. They get tiny. Like I'm talking like.
Oh, even smaller. That's
half of
crazy.
this
I
size.
can't even imagine a case smaller than that.
Yeah. My plan is to eventually have one that's actually that small, but for now I'm probably gonna get this case for myself actually.
Yep, and Mind Games, if you, I know you messaged me, so I'll definitely check after stream. Like I said, if you have any questions, I'll definitely give you his contact. You can feel free to message him as well. What's he looking for now? What are you looking for?
It was clean in there once.
Not anymore. Yeah, can someone... all my mods are, like, not here right now. So let me see if I can even ban him myself. I don't know why they're all coming into my chat and, like, spamming. Oh, yes, I can. Okay. Alright. Make me a mod. Oh, yeah, that's true. I should make you a mod, huh? Yeah, why have they been doing that lately, DX? Just a bunch of bots going in and asking people to buy followers is so lame. Happened to me yesterday on my stream. Yeah, this is the second time today during my stream. They just happen. Oh, that sucks. People scamming others, yeah. Yep, you don't really want to buy followers for this because followers don't really do you much unless you have a lot of, you want to have viewers. That's the most important.
Alright. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping I got all the cables out of the way.
Yep, guys, we're going to power this again and try to install Windows here.
Yeah, that's a good example of why you usually shouldn't close up the case before you know it's working. I usually do just because it works, but sometimes you have issues. So. Alright. So,
Alright, guys, here we go.
plug it in here. Alright, fingers crossed. No clicking. That's a good
There
sign.
we go, guys. Woo!
Yep. So this is your BIOS screen. That's what you'll see when you start it up. In this case, because it doesn't have anything installed, it's going to prompt us to install something.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So, yeah.
Cool.
So, and normally it won't take this long. It's just because it's going to be the first few times that we install it. It's going to have to install some updates and drivers and some other things. So it's detecting that we have a USB in there, and it goes straight into the Windows installation. So
Okay.
the good news is this actually won't take very long at all. Just install now.
Installing now. That looks really,
Yeah, and
like,
the resolution is not going to look like the way it actually will. So
but I'm like, even the setup looks kind of older too. Is that normal?
It looks slightly older. Yeah, it's just because I have it ready from a while back. But you'll be up on the latest. Windows,
okay. Windows.
Windows 10 updates. And
Cool.
everything, so,
Okay.
Yep. So this is not indicative of how it'll actually we got to get the actual drivers on there. So in this case, really important for anyone building a computer. If you have a brand new drive, it's going to be unallocated, right? Or if you're reinstalling an operating system, you want to make sure that you wipe the drive, you format it. When it's unallocated, it's not usable, right? So we have to allocate the space. So we just hit new, that we just hit apply. It's going to create a partition where the Windows installation will actually go onto. So it's created separate partitions. We have the primary, which is where it's going to be installed. We have the MSR, the system, and the recovery partitions. You don't need to worry about these. These are just kind of in case you have to do recoveries if you get like a virus or something in the future. So we just hit next on the primary, and then it's going to start installing. Since it's on a USB, this part's only going to take hopefully a few minutes, and then we'll be ready to start installing your programs.
Ooh. Okay, so are we good with stream then?
Yeah, it's totally up to you. We don't have to stream this part. We can just at this point install your programs. And
Okay, guys. Again, thank you everybody for stopping by my stream. I really appreciate it. It was a really fun journey on building my, tower and stuff. So I wish we could raid somebody, but we cannot do that on the phone. So bye everybody. Thanks guys. My next stream will hopefully be a PC stream. So love you all. Thanks again for stopping by. Mwah.